getting that purple badge, and then 22 months from human type person and VIP back to our regularly scheduled programming. Thank you so much, human type person. Thank you guys so much. Lethal Company, thank you. That's the name of it, I believe. I believe that's the name of the game, right? Lethal Company. It's like this goofy, yeah, Lethal Company. They showed it to me yesterday in members, so I didn't remember the name of it. But it's got an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam, a 98% after 85,000 scores. It is an online co-op horror game, and it looks hysterical. So the return of Hilly Hijinks this Friday. So make sure your memberships are active. Make sure you get that going. And then again, every 25, I give 5 back. So we can get a bunch of new people in here. And yes, as Vapor is saying, almost 400 people watching. Let's make sure and smash that thumbs up button. If you can't do a membership, make sure you're here as often as possible. That'll increase the likelihood of you getting one, especially when you're interacting, chatting, and the rest. There is the first membership gifted of the day from Garrett Green. Han shot first, and so did you. We appreciate that first one coming right out of the gate to get us started back up to our goals. Talika with 18 months in a VIP. Glad you're back. 18 months and counting. Heading towards the red badge. Lance in the Discord is going to play devil's advocate on the subject. He says some of the people might be raging because they want something new from Naughty Dog, either a third entry into the series or factions or a new IP. In 11 years, this studio has put out 5 games, but only 2 entries. As someone who wishes Sony would produce a bit more variety in their first-party games, this always sticks out in my head. Not the case for me personally, because I love Tlu, but I do wish they would get that multiplayer out there, something with long replay value. Anyways, welcome back. Welcome home. Glad to see you and the family are safe and sound, and hopefully you had a great holiday. I'm going to react to that in just a second, Lance. But we got another gifted membership coming in from Vapor. Thank you so much. We got to bounce back here. We always dip when I go out of town, so we got some work to do. We got to push those numbers back up again, and we appreciate everybody who has maintained their memberships. A lot of gold badges, a lot of red badges, and we appreciate you guys so much. And somebody already ordered some coffee this morning. Your name starts with J. If you guys don't fill in that username at the very end, I won't know who ordered it. So 3 bags of Frickmas. Thank you so much. Another order of coffee came in from JW. Thank you, JW. 3 bags of light roast. We appreciate that so much. And okay, so I want to react to what you're saying, Lance, because, and another gifted membership from Joker Quinn. Thank you so much, Joker Quinn. I basically addressed that in the show open. So you might not have heard it, or maybe you didn't find what I said to be compelling. So I'm just going to restate what I said. Because I saw people saying this. I know Porter Rock and some other PlayStation fans were sort of unhappy about this. They're like, yo, let's get some new games. What's going on, right? Victor Mayhem with 31 months of membership says, welcome back. Let's get back to it. Thank you, my man, Victor. And thanks for doing a VIP. The coffee is so good. Thank you, Vapor, for that endorsement. If you guys have never tried it, it's coffee with balanced acidity. If you've never tried coffee with balanced acidity and you're a coffee drinker, you should at least try it. Grab yourself a triple threat, try all 3 flavors. You will be pleasantly surprised. I trust me. Dustin coming back in with 16 months as a membership. So Lance, let me say sort of what I said in the show open. The push for a new game, I find to be strange because the game came out 3 years ago. So, The Last of Us Part 2 came out 3 years ago. Are you going to any... any other studio and saying this? Are you going to any other studio and saying, you guys just released a new game 3 years ago, I expect a new game by now? are we holding anybody else to that standard? I don't think we are. In general, I've always said that I want to see games in a development cycle of 5 to 6 years, not 3.5. Yo, what's good, Keeg? So from where I sit, it's like, number one, we know this was likely a very small team that did this. This was not all of Naughty Dog. It's not like Naughty Dog is over there sitting on their hands and is like, yeah, we're just going to do a remaster. We're not going to do anything new. We know that is not the case with studios of this size. We know. And secondly, it's been 3 years. When this comes out, it'll be 3.5 years. Now, Garrett's saying Insomniac. Just because Insomniac has hit, people are being dishonest.
Fuck.
Hey, you're the best. Master of a 3-year-old game. The jump is not going to be that PlayStation 5. They don't even own The Last of Us Part 2. Maybe they have no intention of ever buying it or playing it because of all the outrage about the story, right? These people are outraged about something that just doesn't concern them. I've never spent an ounce of energy or
Leviathan, my boy,
caring or talking about sports.
Came here to get my platinum and I'm fucking out.
Right? If you spend 5 minutes talking with somebody who has played every Madden or played every FIFA, I'm sure they can give you an earful of all the things about those games.
Where's my Hadouken? Oh shit, I didn't put it on him.
War fodder, all bang and no substance. The second thing I want to say is everything constantly being framed in this tribalistic fight is just tiring. Just last night, I asked for opinions on the matter on Twitter. I said, hey, what's everybody think about this remaster?
Showing
and
the
folks
booty
were
hole?
Excited about it. But then some of the folks that were excited about this were called bootlickers by somebody who thought that this was bad. This same person thought that the $10 was unjust, simply because other games had done remasters and not charged any money. This level of entitlement and this immediate jump to insults is just unhealthy. I've seen folks excited that Halo Infinite's doing better, right? Apparently the season's doing better, the player counts are better. I cannot imagine jumping to call somebody celebrating that a bootlicker or to attack them for their opinion. Even recently, we've seen Destin, formerly of IGN, Destin, he was attacked by not following and towing the party line about Xbox tax, this Bigfoot thing that people have imagined. This stuff isn't that serious, and attacking others for differing opinions is just not the energy or the behavior that I can endorse. My conclusion is this: every hobby, every passion, every fandom can fold in on itself. Lately, it feels like gaming can just be just that. It's just folding in on itself. You can't
Let's
really
go, Witch Doctor.
You can't really discuss it. It's always framed as
getting right up in there. I like that.
From the Game Award nominations to a simple remaster announcement, everything is at a fever pitch. My recommendation is just to unplug from the places where this happens. I spent a week with my family for Thanksgiving, and I made the mistake of spending a few hours one day going back and forth with someone who was just clearly coming from bad faith. They were just a tribalist. They were just arguing for their brand, right? And I was just trying to say that has nothing to do with this particular game that we're discussing. I spent the rest of the time while I was away promoting games on my timeline that I was enjoying, some VR games, a really cool Rogue that I found on Game Pass. And I was also giving folks my sort of in-process review of the PS Portal while I was traveling, and I had a much better time. Any of the games I played, they just felt fresh and fun, and I didn't feel like I was getting pulled into some needless childish debate. And as the dust settled on The Last of Us 2 remastered outrage or the criticisms, I asked people about it last night, and most people seemed pretty positive about it. So plug in where you feel the energy is healthy and support the games, the remakes, and the updates that you like. Because at their heart, that's really what games and gaming is all about. And that is the show open. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are back. I did not stream yesterday.
I gotta turn down my sensitivity.
I always feel like when I look at the calendar,
they're picking up rocks now.
I'll be able to get back in town in the middle of the day, and then I'll be able to show prep, and I never do. I never get back in time for show prep. So I got back on Sunday, and by the time I was done like unpacking and making dinner for the family, it was just like, dude, there was no way I was going to be able to get the show prepped. But we have a couple of announcements and things to talk about very, very quickly here before we dive into this discussion. First and foremost, the most important announcement is that, hang on, I gotta spin it myself here before I turn it on. The Frickmas roast is here. The Frickmas blend is here. You can get it right now at reforgeroast.com.
Let's go one more round.
And now I can't get to the switch. Frickmas is available. All 3 flavors are available. We have a best of both worlds. We have a best of both worlds combo that you can get of the light and dark roast, but you can do the triple threat and get all 3 flavors. And you do save a little bit when you do that. Frickmas blend, I believe we have
I got them right under
50 some odd bags of that. So smaller amount this time. Get them while you can. Make sure and snag that. And then make sure you get your memberships back up and running. We are going to have some really, really cool incentives for you guys. This Friday is the return of Hilly Hijinks. There's this really popular co-op spooky game that everybody's been talking about, and we are going to be playing that this Friday night. I've already forgot the name of it. Hilly already has it installed.
Big shield
so
boy.
We'll be doing that this Friday night. And if you guys can get us to
He's running
2,500 members,
get him.
I think we'll do like a community game night. You guys have been asking for another community game night. We've been enjoying those. And at 3,000 members, we'll do something extra special for that as well. So you can scramble here at the end of November, or we can just roll it over in December, whichever you guys want to do. Kat, we got some renewals to thank here.
You're
Kat,
a Ryu
32
fan
months
now.
in a VIP. Welcome back, Kat. Mash, jumping back in as a member and getting that purple badge. And then 22 months from human type person and VIP. Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Holy shit.
Thank you so much, human type person. Thank you guys so much.
I just don't shatter them.
Lethal Company, thank you. That's the name of it, I believe.
Damn, how are they ahead?
That's the name of the game, right? Lethal Company. It's like this goofy. Yeah, Lethal Company. They showed it to me yesterday.
Somebody's not doing their
job. I don't remember the name of it.
Who?
But it's got an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam, a 98% after 85,000 scores. It is an online co-op horror game, and it looks hysterical. So the return of Hilly Hijinks this Friday. So make sure your memberships are active. Make sure you get that going. And then again, every 25,
I remember that name.
So we can get a bunch
of
you
guys been playing for a minute
in here. And
yes,
as Vapor is saying, almost 400 people watching. Let's make sure and smash that thumbs up button. If you can't do a membership, make sure you're here as often as possible. That'll increase the likelihood of you getting one, especially when you're interacting, chatting, and the rest. There is the first membership gifted of the day from Garrett Green.
We're mowing him down.
Shot first, and so did you. We appreciate that first one coming right out of the gate to get us started back up to our goals. Talika with 18 months in the VIP. Glad you're back. 18 months and counting. Heading towards the red badge. Lance in the Discord is going to play devil's advocate on the subject. He says some of the people might be raging because they want something new from Naughty Dog, either a third entry into the series or factions or a new IP. In 11 years, this studio has put out 5 games, but only 2 entries.
Pokemon,
as someone who wishes Sony would produce a bit more variety in their first-party games, this always sticks out in my head. Not the case for me personally, because I love Tlu, but I do wish they would get that multiplayer out there, something with long replay value. Anyways, welcome back. Welcome home. Glad to see you and the family are safe.
I gotta use my dodge more.
You had a great holiday. I'm going to react to that in just a second. Lance, we got another gifted membership coming in from Vapor. Thank you so much. We got to bounce back here. We always dip when I go out of town. So we got some work.
I should have played with Nimbus.
We got some work to do. We got to push those numbers back up again, and we appreciate everybody who has maintained their memberships. A lot of
my God, I'm getting smacked. Who is that?
We appreciate
Big
you guys.
boy.
So
not even medium
much.
boy.
And somebody already ordered some coffee this morning. Your name starts with J. If you guys don't fill in that username at the very end, I won't know who ordered it. So 3 bags of Frickmas. Thank you so much. Another order of coffee came in from JW. Thank you, JW. 3 bags of light roast. We appreciate that so much. And okay, so I want to react to what you're saying, Lance, because and another gifted membership from Joker Quinn. Thank you so much, Joker Quinn. I basically addressed that in the show open. So you might not have heard it, or maybe you didn't find what I said to be compelling. So I'm just going to restate what I said. Because I saw people saying this. I know Porter Rock and some other PlayStation fans were sort of unhappy about this. They're like, yo, let's get some new games. What's going on, right? Victor Mayhem with 31 months of membership says, welcome back. Let's
I feel
get
bad
back
for
to it.
Zephyr
Thank you,
because
my
he
man
can't do
Victor,
any
and thanks for doing
like far
a
range
VIP.
attacks.
The coffee is so
He
good.
has to
Thank you,
just
Vapor,
sit here
that
and wait for the
endorsement.
dinos to come.
If you guys have never tried it, it's coffee with balanced acidity. If you've never tried coffee with balanced acidity,
Okay,
if
other
you're a
side.
coffee drinker, you should at least try it. Grab yourself a triple threat, try all 3 flavors. You will be pleasantly surprised. I trust me. Dustin coming back in with 16 months as a membership. So Lance, let me say sort of what I said.
Holy shit!
The push for a new game, I find to be strange, because the game came out 3 years ago.
Estimated time
So
exceeded.
The Last of Us Part 2
Transitioning to
came
final
out 3
mission.
years ago.
Okay,
Are
nice.
you going to any other studio and saying this?
Slower than the
any
enemy
other
team.
studio and saying,
What?
You guys just released a new game.
Oh, that wasn't
3
even the
years
whole
ago.
match.
I expect a new game.
Fuck,
by now.
man.
Are we holding anybody else to that standard?
You see, that's the shit that I hate, man. Like, I don't mind competing with the enemy team for like a little like time like leaderboard type shit, but it actually just cuts your game short. And the final mission too.
I don't think we are. In general, I've always said
Who's that?
that
Who's
I want to see
who are they?
games
Oh shit,
in a
this guy.
development cycle of 5 to 6 years, not 3.5. Yo, what's good, Keeg? So from where I
Fucking piece
sit,
of shit
it's like, number
Stegosaurus.
one, we know this was likely a very small team that did this. This was not all of Naughty Dog. It's not like Naughty Dog is over there sitting on their hands and is like, yeah,
God damn
we're
it,
just
this
going to do a
fucking tail.
remaster. We're not going to do anything new. We know that is not the case with studios of this size. We know.
Good shit.
And so,
Oh, shit,
secondly,
Nimbus, my bad.
It's been 3 years. When this comes out, it'll be 3.5 years. Now,
My
Garrett's
bad,
saying
Nimbus, sorry.
Insomniac. Just because Insomniac has hit a certain cadence of delivery doesn't mean we should expect that from other studios. And to Lance's point, he's like, you know, in 11 years they put out 5 games, but only 2 entries, like 2 franchises.
Come on,
Much
I
of
can
what
dodge him. I
Insomniac's
got
been
this.
able to do because they lean so heavily on pre-existing things in Spider-Man. That has really helped their cadence. To ignore that,
Why is he
I
running
think
away?
is
You
too
goddamn
unfair.
bitch.
Like, you're
Oh,
ignoring
Zephyr's hitting him
something
with
that
that
is
medium
pretty
range.
glaring. It's like, of course, Insomniac's been able to hit a crazy cadence. Number one, nobody else is hitting that cadence. And number two, it was Spider-Man, then Miles, then Spider-Man 2, and in the midst of that, you had
Oh,
Ratchet
he ate
and
me.
Clank.
Fuck.
3 of those games build largely off of each
Damn.
other. I'm not knocking Insomniac's games. I love
That
their
shit comes
games,
out
but
so
we have to be
quick. I
fair
don't know how to
here.
dodge it.
Like, you want a brand new Last of Us Part 3,
Thank
and you
you.
don't want it to be built in the existing world and
Oh,
map.
shit, I got my
area.
mic on, my bad.
You're not going to get that in 3.5 years. You're just not. I think that's unreasonable. There are plenty of games that were announced 4, 5, and 6 years ago. We haven't seen them. You know what I mean? Are you knocking down the door of those studios? Be like, hey man, where's your games? It's been a while, right? I want games to have plenty of time to develop, and I don't think 3.5 years is a reason to be like, oh man, there must be something going on over there at Naughty Dog. It hasn't even been that long. JW comes in with 33 months, a gifted member from Stone Spire. Thank you so much, Stone Spire, getting us really close to that 5. Nice little, setup for the 20 bomb.
Wow,
Let's
they
tempt
really
some
hooked
people.
this mode up with
JW
some
says, "I'm
a lot
shocked
more
people are all
dinos.
up in
Holy
arms.
shit.
I'm just looking at it as a $10 PS5
This is what I'm
upgrade,
talking
or like a
about.
director's cut kind of thing. I'll end up checking it out for sure. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, JW. Ant renews their membership, 27 months in a VIP. Moody
get
renews
in
22
here.
months in a
Holy
VIP.
shit.
Welcome back, everybody.
cooking
Derek
'em.
says, I think that an undeniably large percentage of what complaints are from people who will complain no matter
Fuck.
what. If it's Naughty Dog
Okay,
and
I'm not even with the
TU2,
team.
they could just
Oh,
pay
let me go
us
with Krieger.
$10 to play and they would still complain. Hellblade 2 was announced in 2019 and we still haven't seen gameplay. I believe we have seen gameplay of Hellblade 2, but I don't think people understand that much of
Fuck outta here.
Hellblade is what they showed us this year. I enjoyed the Hellblade
Match
2
ending
trailer
soon.
because
Come
I
the
love
fuck
Hellblade.
on,
It's one of my
man.
all-time favorite games. It
What
might
the
be my
fuck?
all-time favorite game.
Nimbus,
And
I'm not gonna
because
let you
of
down.
that,
I got
the
you.
scene that they showed, I thought was very powerful. Other people were like,
I told you.
You just showed us a cinematic.
You owe me now.
I'm like, it wasn't a cinematic though. Like there are large portions of the game that
God damn it. Why do they have to cut it early? Fuck.
that are like that, where she walks up and then suddenly you're immersed in a scene. There's a significant amount of Hellblade 2 that has you experiencing that. So I don't
fucking
agree
sucks,
that
man.
we haven't seen Hellblade gameplay, but I will point out that yes, you are in fact correct.
Yeah, whatever.
By the
Fuck
time
you.
Hellblade comes out, it'll be what? It'll be 5 years from the time that they announced it. That's a
More
good
dumbass
development
stickers.
cycle. 5 to 6 years.
I want to play with somebody I can get a lot of kills.
And The Last of Us Part 2 came out 3 years ago. When this comes out, when January hits, it'll be 3.5 years.
That means Nimbus.
As long as Naughty Dog launches a new title within a year and a half of that, that's a good
Usage
cadence.
rate,
That means they took about
10%.
5 years to launch another game. And
He's 16%,
totally okay
but that's because I
with that.
started out the game.
We
He's
should
like
be okay with that. That's not cause for alarm. Ula Tech with 10 months. Are you going to finally play it with the upgrade? Wasn't a fan of the series until 2, and now it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Dealt
I want to replay
defeated.
the Part 1 remake because I played The Last of Us Part 1 on my brother's
18,000.
PlayStation 3 years ago. So I played like the first couple of hours of the remake.
Damn,
'cause I wanted to
Barrage
see how
kills
good it
so
looked, and
many
it looked phenomenal.
dinos.
But then
He's
other
so
things
fucking
came out,
good.
and I have not had a chance to go back to it. So I want to go back and beat that on my account on my PlayStation. So that way
Time
I can
used
say, okay, now I'm going to go right
must
into
be 8
part
hours.
2. Because, I mean, dude, when I played that was, I don't even know what year that was. I think when I played the first Last of Us on his PS3 that I borrowed, I want to say that was 20.
I just haven't used Roblox and
think that was
Nimbus
5
because it's
years
hard to get
Eugene says
Sometimes
here,
they need assault or tank.
something I don't think you touched on. The team that built this was
Last time I
comprised
was
of a bunch
playing,
of
everybody
newer
kept
people
wanting to play
and was
medic
used to give
because
them
they had to
experience
upgrade
in the
their Nimbus for
franchise
the
and
alpha.
engine. Yes, I didn't want to run with
So
that
I'm
because
playing
I
with her that
didn't
much.
know if that was rock solid. That's more rumor based.
I play with
But
Nimbus.
yes,
She clears these
yes,
fucking crowds.
I think that is something we have to consider. It was new people. They're now acclimated to the
Nimbus.
game, the
She's
engine,
so
and the
fucking
graphical
good.
standards that they want the next game to be at. And then they can get folded into whatever
Can I get a better
production
skin.
stage they are in for The Last of Us Part 3.
Look like shit.
Lance says, I got to walk that back because I forgot that Naughty Dog makes
red.
Uncharted, a title I don't really care for. Probably why I forgot.
I'll get
right?
black.
Like, Naughty Dog's got... I mean, come on. Are we really going to start doubting Naughty Dog's chops because they did a remaster? Like, what are we worried about here? Dahlem says, I'm not worried about TLU 2 remaster being in the way or slowing them down from making a new game. More so worried about the need for a
forgot to
remaster
give
of a
you
game that came out
the
3 years
Hadouken.
ago. Even if it is to another gen, you can still wait to do
There
more.
you
I
go.
corrected you kept putting remake, Solemn. It's a
I'll
remaster.
give Barrage the
We
Hadouken
got to make sure we're not.
because he's blue.
It's not a remake.
Oh, he already has it.
I
Who else?
really struggle to see the problem here.
I'll give OG
Like, obviously,
Roblox
again, I
the
own my
Hadouken.
bias. I am late to PlayStation. This is
Nah,
good
he's got
for
the
me
stomp.
as a consumer. So it's easy
That
for
wouldn't
me
fit
to be
him.
like, well, because this is good for me, that means it's good. Well, not necessarily.
I'll give Nimbus the
Okay.
Hadouken.
But I also look at how they're setting it up. I look at how they're treating the customer, and I'm like, I really don't see any issue. Like, what's the problem? If you own the game, you can literally spend $10 and get new content and an update for $10. It's like a super cheap DLC is basically what it is. I think they should have just called it a director's cut. Yeah, I'm kind of confused by the inconsistency from PlayStation with respect to that. Like, why didn't they call The Last of Us Part 1 remake The Last of Us Part 1 director's cut and then also do that with this? Like, just start using that terminology. Colin, with 25 months, absolutely happy to be part of the community for 2 years. Are you planning on streaming and playing through TLU 1 and 2? I'm going to play through it, but I'm not going to stream it. I am not known for gameplay, dude. We do gameplay like on the launch date of something and then we move on. Like, even recently we tried to do some Nintendo games and it just doesn't go over that well because when 90% of my content is me sitting here doing a talk show, gameplay is just very much a weird gear shift for the audience. They're like, I don't know what's going on, but it just doesn't fit with what we primarily do. It would be amazing to have like a Reforge Let's Play channel where I could just go and stream and play through games. The problem with that is then your memberships don't come with you. So we've been very much opposed to that idea because I don't want people being confused. We tried that a while back, and 20 bomb from Cat takes us all the way to the doorstep of 25 already. Gee, many Christmas. We're starting out strong, Cat, wasting no time getting us back to good numbers. And Vapor slams the 25 home with a single gifted, just like that. 25 out of 25. I now owe you guys 5 members. Let's get that membership count back to the good numbers that we need, and then we'll be set for those incentives for you guys as well. Director's Cut would have been a better name, but maybe they chose Remastered because TLU Remastered exists. I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. And there's the Agent of Chaos. Thank you so much. Patrick Q pushes it forward and says, let's go for the next goal. Every 25, I get 5. So if we hit 50, I'll owe you more.
Leviathan, my boy. It's been so long since I've seen
I
you.
hope the vacation was relaxing. Thank you so much, Noob. The Last of Us Part 2 is more of a director's cut than Sony's other director's cuts. It actually has director's commentary and lost levels.
And
it's very odd. Right, that's such a good point, Shelly. Of all of the ones to call a director's cut, this is I've never seen
We got
a
Ryu
game
over
company
there.
do this. Have you guys ever seen a game company do this?
You fucking
They're
clown.
like, hey, we're going to put in levels that we didn't finish. We want you to see them. Oh, and also, we're going to have, director commentary for the cutscenes. Like, that's a director's cut to me.
I was about to dance
Legend
on
with
him.
18 months in a VIP, welcome back. It's a name, who cares?
Do the Nimbus
I'm
twerk.
not necessarily, I don't think we're communicating that we care. I think we're just saying it would be very consistent branding, and then expectations
And then
would be
Hadouken,
set.
spin into a Hadouken.
They would have announced this, or we would have heard rumors that a Last of Us Part 2 director's cut was coming, and everybody would have been like, oh, they're going to add a bunch of cool stuff, they're going to make it prettier, and I can upgrade for $10 if I already own it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if they would have done Last of Us Part 1 director's cut instead of calling it a remake. Now, that was a very substantive remake, so I get why they wanted to call it a remake. They wanted people to know, like, this is not just some prettied up game. Like, we rebuilt entire systems.
God,
Tyler
Nimbus
Johnson,
is so
28
fucking
months of
good.
VIP, welcome back.
Holy shit.
Eugene says, adds
Just
content,
clearing
adds a brand
house.
new mode, improves fidelity.
What a
like,
beast.
Whatever, if that bothers you and you're questioning it. Yeah, I'm not sure why people were upset. I understand wanting a new game from Naughty Dog. I don't think this is going to interfere with that at all. You're well within your right to be like, man, I really want a new game from Naughty Dog. Cool. I don't think this is in the way of that at all. It's going to land 3.5 years after the last new game they did came out. And again, if it's a small team of new people, congrats, Lono. What are your thoughts on my comment below? Thank you for 13 months. 1030 Media Group says, to be up in arms about this release is weird. It's like people being up in arms last year at Rockstar for doing the remasters of GTA before announcing GTA 6.
Let me see if I can
People upset
empty the
about that
clip and then
GTA
reload
stuff 'cause
straight.
It was bad though. Wasn't it like really bad? Like the quality was bad.
Basically, yeah.
Or maybe you're speaking specifically about the
Perfect.
announcements. If people were upset about the announcements, then yes. But I think once the actual products were out in the wild, it was a very different conversation because those were like memeable bad. This probably helps make TLU 3 better, potentially. Cal Skirita orders 3 bags of Frickmas. Guys, get those Frickmas orders in. We got a smaller amount available this time. 250 bags roughly. Oh, a gifted member comes in from Sneaky Wolf, taking us to 27.
Oh, these
The
little
member
fuckers,
count
I got
is
them.
hovering around.
Let's
2,000.
go.
We dipped a little bit below it, but a lot
So
of people
good.
will probably renew.
Love our little
today.
shotguns,
So we're right
too.
around 2,000 members. So we're setting our sights on 2,500. If we do 2,500, we'll do a community game night with you guys.
Oh,
I
shit,
think
fire. Hold on.
Jackbox
My bad, boys.
is next up on the docket, and that is really, really fun to play. My wife will join us, and we set up a bunch of different games, a bunch of different rooms. It's really, really a
Shit,
good time.
Roblox.
Remakes equal high-fidelity graphics and gameplay brought up to modern-day standards. Remaster equals increased resolution and frame rate. Yeah, the side-by-side comparisons that I saw people doing, like I know like Dreamcast guy tweeted a couple side-by-sides, and he was like, what are we doing here? Maybe it wasn't him. Somebody did that. I thought it was him. And
Ooh.
I kind of laughed. It doesn't look any different. It looks like somebody turned down the lighting, like they look darker. But I'm like, that's not really
Yeah.
the focal point here. I don't think the focal point is like, oh yeah, it's gonna look dramatically different. It's,
You can see all the extra
no,
dirt
you're
specks
gonna
on
get
his
better
face.
load times. You're getting better frame rate. We've added new content.
Hey,
We've
Kitty.
added commentary. And if you want it, it's $10.
You little fuckers, get the fuck out of here.
I'd be interested. Tilu.
These are all the
Season 3
abandoned
is
children
Tilu 2?
from the Dino Orphanage.
So you think
Oh shit,
season
I'm not even in
2
the.
is
My bad,
not-
guys.
How can it not be Tilu 2? How can season 2 not be The Last of Us Part 2? Season 1 ended where the first game ends. So
He just went right for the
wouldn't
shield.
they-
It's like a toy for them.
isn't the next season basically going to pick up? Thank you, Kyle, for upgrading to a VIP Gold. That's amazing, dude. Thank you for that update. That upgrade. You're going to have to look at gameplay, not cutscenes, to see the differences. It wasn't 60 FPS? No, the original version was not 60 FPS. No, because it launched on the PS4. 18 months of membership. Thank you, Kyle. Welcome back. Sneaky Wolf says, glad you're back, bro. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was Barrage's
You guys
fire.
enjoy this content on the daily, and you hate when I'm gone. I try not to take too many breaks, and I appreciate the warm welcome back. Make sure you guys are smashing
Shit, I'm
that
getting the
like
spread
button,
ready for the
helping
dinos.
us hit these member goals. You guys are the best. You make this show
Beautiful.
possible, right? A lot of people are like, this show is sponsored by
Good
X
shit.
company. I don't have
Roadblock.
to do that, right? One day I
You look
probably will
fucking
get those sponsored
psychotic
deals,
with
but,
that
this
clown
show is
shit
sponsored
on.
by you. You guys make this show possible with your generosity, and I appreciate it very, very much.
Damn.
The daily listening,
Dude, that
the
sh- they
lurking,
killed that.
hitting the like.
Oh,
button,
we were doing
the
area
chatting,
defense. I thought we
all
killed the
that
dino.
helps. I don't think most people are looking at it as just an optional upgrade, because that's not what it's being called nor discussed as. It's being discussed as an entire new game with a new game price. Who's calling it that? Where is it being discussed as an entirely new game with a new game price? I'm not seeing that anywhere. I'm not seeing that in the marketing, the blogs, the trailers.
Helix, get the fuck over here.
Season 2 is taking 2 seasons. Oh, season 2
God,
and
that's so
season
good.
3. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna try to time this.
That's
I
so much
think,
better
at least,
than Deadeye's.
coming to PC with season 2. I think
Grenade.
they'll try to time that.
Get so many more dinos. Alright, so we're just gonna run through here. Clear them out.
Derek says, we've been talking about it as a $10 upgrade for like an hour now. Do you mean the general public? Yeah, who out there is running with the narrative that this is like a brand new game? I've not seen that anywhere. Even in their own marketing, it makes it very clear. They have their own image for the $10 upgrade. I don't think from an optics perspective that creates this idea that it's a brand new game. It's literally called Tilu 2 Remaster. How are you going to expect that to be a new game? We're talking about outside of here, general discussion and perception, not specifically in this chat. Listen, I don't know how you perceive, their announcements any other way. I mean, they look, like I said, they literally had an image for the upgrade. Like, come on, man. Like, that's pretty significant. That they were rock and ready to rock. They were like, yeah, here you go. You can just get this for $10. Like, am I supposed to believe that they created and distributed this
Goddamn
image
fucking
here?
birds.
Hang on, let me change my cap card. They distributed this image, and I'm supposed to believe that, like, people are out here thinking this could be a brand new game? It literally is like, players that have purchased this title can upgrade for $10. I mean, this does not communicate a whole new game. There's nothing. Anybody who's perceiving it that way, I think they're either drunk or they're trying to create like a false narrative. So then when it comes out, they can claim, that it didn't deliver.
I don't know why I threw
5
that out.
gifted from Aaron Claypool. So generous. Thank you so much. Takes us to 32 members on the day.
Let me
You're
heal
the
you
best.
guys.
We already had a big 20 bomb from Kat, and now we got a
Shit.
5 bomb from
I'm
Aaron.
gonna die.
I'm not talking about their announcement, just how other content creators and people online are talking about it. which is the same people we are referring to complaining
God
about. All right, well,
damn.
here's the deal.
Ohio Dino Gat.
I mean, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. I feel like those people are being dishonest to feed themselves future content. That's what I feel like.
What the fuck?
That feels like you're literally rigging the deck so that when it comes out, you can say, "Yeah, I told you guys." They made it seem
what?
like it was gonna
I
be
sent
a
my
whole
hollow
new
out. What the
game, and
fuck?
it's not, and it's like
I couldn't teleport
they didn't
to
make
it.
it seem like it was a whole new game. It's
God
called TV
damn it,
Remaster.
man.
They literally have marketing.
Fucking
materials
Dino breaks the
that show you
game.
that it's only $10 to upgrade. They're creating a false narrative. They're basically pre-making a straw man, is what they're doing. I don't know what content creators you're talking about. I've not watched any of the videos you're referring to. So I'm not insulting anybody right now, but I'm telling you, anybody who's
Fucking
putting forth
shit
the
ass
idea
fucking
that
dominators,
this is,
man.
well, they're marketing like it's like a whole new game. No, you're just making a straw man so that in January you can wail on it. That's just easy content. This is just a remaster, dude. That's all it is. Joker Quinn with a gifted member. Thank you so much, Joker. Keeping the little member train going, guys. Hop on. Single gifteds add up. Do not let the member bomb scare you off. It all helps. Narrative farming. That's what that feels like to me. People that are discussing it outside of here are discussing journalists and YouTuber commentary on the release, not Sony's actual marketing, is normally the case. I mean, again, my approach to the content, like today, was I gave you the facts.
Let me heal you guys up. Stay in there. Stay in there.
And even in my opinion section, I said, listen, I'm late to PlayStation. That affects my bias, right? This is good for me.
Good
doesn't
shit.
mean it's good.
God
I
damn.
try to create that dividing line. But then I said, listen, as
Oh,
objectively as I
fuck.
can look at this,
I
I
gotta
don't
see how many
any
dino
problem.
kills I got. Only got
You had a
100k.
small group of new people, right? You had a small group of new people work on
Got the most
this.
out of the team.
You're letting people who already own it upgrade for $10.
Because that's
and
pretty
The
good.
rest of the studio is likely working on the
How much
next
did
game.
the enemy team get?
They're also working on some brand new single player thing that they talked about
That's
whenever
me, sexy.
the factions announcement
Let's go.
was made earlier this year, like that they had to delay it or it needed more time or whatever phrasing they used. They were like, yeah, we're also working on a brand new single player thing. So they're not just working on the next Last of Us. So they've got a lot of things in the fire right now.
Alpha Nimbus. What a fucking
Fucking one of the best games
beast.
ever created.
God damn.
Okay, so is there a problem with that? If they do a good job and
How
people
many dino
enjoy
kills
it,
did I get?
but I said in the open, I'm looking
Dino
forward to if we actually do get a Gears of War collection. People
Defeated
really enjoy the
medium
Master Chief
dinosaur.
collection. Like, what's the
8.
problem with that? Like, that's great. If you have an established fan base and an
Dinosaur
established
down.
franchise, and you
Small
want to put it
fry.
out there and let people buy it and
Eliminated
enjoy it, like, who
100
cares?
small dinosaurs. I got
What's the
one.
big deal?
That's
Who's it
100.
hurting? It's not like they're
I'm
putting
trying
it
to get
out
like
there
1,000
and
kills
then
per
making you
game.
rebuy the game, or you got to start all the way over. You can import your save. You can upgrade for $10.
Okay, so there's
Like,
no
it
like
could not be
there's no like
more,
total kills.
All
right,
The
whatever.
consumer, I don't
Can
necessarily
I
see a
add them?
problem
No.
with this solid.
I can only
do think
block
it's
or
weird
report.
to do one so early though. Would have preferred they waited until the PS5
This is a horrible
Pro and been able
multiplayer
to
game.
touch up the graphics and the performance. Here's my thought on that. I think
Can
what
I
they're
add the
doing
enemy team?
is they want a
No.
base
Okay, that would make sense.
level
How much did they get? Oh, they
appearance
fucking suck.
for virtually all, right? For virtually all of their first party
How many kills
pieces
do I
of
have?
property that they feel are at that caliber. So they did the director's cut of Tsushima and Death Stranding, remade Last of Us Part 1, they're remastering this. They did the 4K checkerboard update with 60 FPS. for God of
Dinosaurs
War
defeated
2018.
97.
They did
Holy
an update,
shit.
for Spider-Man, to make it run and look better.
Let's go,
I think it
Nimbus.
was mainly just frame rate for the Spider-Man. Can't really remember. And then they obviously had some better lighting and things that they did in Miles Morales, and now they have Spider-Man 2. Now we're also hearing rumors about Horizon Zero Dawn getting a remaster. Their sights are set on the new PlayStation consumer. Touch them up even more than they currently are. No, I get that, Solemn, but I just think that that's an ideal that they're not concerned with. They're not concerned with attaching updates to their... Look at what you're doing. You're attaching what I just talked about, like, hey, we're going to update all these games to be at, like, this caliber. You're randomly attaching one of the games out of the group to the PS5 Pro. That doesn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? AOZ was 16 months into VIP Gold. People that don't understand remasters must not understand why car companies release a new car model every year. I have a 2022 Accord. Why do they make a 2023 version? That might be a false equivalency, AOZ. I understand the point that you're trying to make. I don't know if that functions as a parallel. I think that actually functions a little bit more with respect to maybe sports games, you know, annual releasing sports games, and they like update the rosters. Another order of coffee from Kale, a bag of light roast. Get those orders in if you guys want to bag that Frickmas. Smaller amount this year. I go with what Alana Pierce recently voiced. Wanting stuff from devs for free now would mean less money for full future products. They got to make money today to make games tomorrow. Now, I touched on this in the show open, and this is why I think we're having a clash of opinions on this. There are PlayStation fans that are upset about this. I don't think there's that many. I think their gripes are illegitimate. I don't think they're legitimate. I don't, right? I'd be happy to do a show with P-Rock, you know, and tell him he's wrong, okay? Because he's wrong. All right? It's only been 3 years. I love him. I love Porter Rock. You know, but he's wrong. Anyways. The people that are like, this should be free. Yo, what's good, Zubair? 33 months and a VIP Gold. Are they adding path tracing? This guy's addicted to path tracing. I don't know, Zuby. But we're having, I think commonly in these discussions, we're having a clash of perspectives. On one
there's
side,
the new
there
ship
are
map.
people
Finally, I got it for the
that
first
see
time.
value in quantity attached to frugality.
That sucks. You
okay?
can't even like vote and
There's nothing wrong
choose
with
maps. Gotta
Nothing
play on the
wrong at
same
all
old
with
shit
saying, listen,
over and
This
over.
is what I value. Kale was 17 months in a VIP. Welcome back. Hope you had a great vacation. Thank you so much, Kale. There is nothing wrong with this perspective. It's different than mine, but it is a perspective that you will find pretty common. They value
fuck outta here.
quantity attached to frugality. Okay? These are people that
the Pokemon
think
catch 'em.
that these updates should be free. They shouldn't charge money for these updates. These are people that love Game Pass. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you're getting value
I'm getting
from that company, great.
Pokemon.
Then there are people over here who have a different perspective. And this is where I consider myself to be. I
Defend.
consider myself to be on the side of pay the devs for the work.
Good
Always
shit.
have felt this way. I felt this way when they were charging $10 for the updates with
Damn,
the
that fast. What the
cuts.
fuck?
I said, listen, if we support this, you're going to communicate to the developers that this work is worth doing. Extra work for features with lighting or haptic feedback
Good shit,
or 3D
Roblox.
audio.
Oh, get
All
his
the
ass
extra
back
work
there.
that goes in.
Taunt
You typically
Roblox.
have to have a department
Use your... Oh,
that
fuck, you
is,
broke
like,
it? What the
in
fuck is
charge
that?
of those things. Welcome back, Tubbs Gaming, upgrading to VIP. You're
Sniper.
not paying the devs.
Jesus.
Yes, you are. If you want to go through you're actually paying the publisher and not the devs, you know that's not an intellectually sound position.
Alright, I'm gonna heal you
Flippo,
guys.
Because the way these game companies work is the more profit a franchise generates, the more money that will get funneled back into the company. Right? Pretending like this doesn't support the devs, I think, is disingenuous. Like, if we compared two games, Cliffo, and game A sells like crazy and game B doesn't hit its sales targets, which developer do you think is in better shape? No, you're not. The devs are on a set salary. Now you're arguing with the
God
strong
damn
man.
it, get
I
the
never
fuck off
said
me,
that
you
I'm
stupid
paying the devs
bitch.
salary. I said I want to pay the devs for the work.
This is
that
a
they do.
disaster.
If they make something and it sells well, just because the money goes indirectly to them, that's still supporting the work. If you have two
Got you, Witch
games
Doctor.
launched
Nobody's gonna die.
and one game sells
Raj.
like crazy,
Oh, fuck,
and the
we're
other
both
game fails
dead.
to hit sales targets,
God
which
damn it.
developer do you think is in
I
better
should have been
shape?
using my guns.
Which one? Which developer
Just
do you think is
for
likely
alive.
to get their next project
And he's
funded?
dead.
Which developer do you likely think
All right,
gets
this game
opened
is
up their
fucked. It's gonna
budget
be
so
cut
they can
short.
do increased hiring? Which developer, the one that had a game sell
So
really
fucking
well,
stupid.
or
Such
the
a
game
stupid
that didn't
fucking
sell
game,
well at all?
man. This is so
AOZ is
dumb.
saying that SIE developers make a large annual bonus based on company success. There you go. You are supporting.
Great, restart us here. We're already a whole round behind. We're gonna lose.
People make. They're like, well, no, you're not supporting the devs. You're actually just paying the
They're just gonna
publishers.
cut our final
Who
game
the
short.
frick do you think's writing the check? Who do you think's back in their next?
Stay down here. Stay down here.
You literally said you're paying the devs. The devs aren't to blame for sales targets. Flippo, this is such a waste of time discussion because you're just completely sabotaging what we're talking about. So what you want me to do now is waste time explaining to
This
you
is so fucking
how
hard.
if sales
Holy
targets
shit.
aren't met,
So
that
many
the
dinos.
developers under threat.
We're not
I need to
coordinating.
explain that to you? Seriously? You've been in here. You cover the industry.
Zephyr,
you're
going live.
plugged into the industry.
You're
and
alive
you
now.
need to
Get back in the
explain
fight.
that to you.
No rest.
That if a game fails hit its sales target,
Shit.
you're like, well, that's not on the devs. I didn't say that it was. Which developer do you think
We
is
have
in
two
better
healers.
shape?
Hold on. Oh my
Which
god.
developer do you think is more likely to get their next project funded? I didn't say, this is what always happens. You're arguing against things I didn't say. You know that when I say you're supporting the devs or
Thanks,
you're paying
Witch
the
Doctor.
devs for the work, you know there's this big mountain of nuance behind that. I'm not literally saying that I'm handing $10 to a developer to go buy a soda with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you chose to interact? Well, yes, because you're pushing back on what
I
I'm
got you,
saying.
Witch
That's
Doctor.
what we do here.
Stay
It's
alive,
called
stay
a
alive.
discussion. If you're going to push back on what I'm saying, it stands to reason that I'm going to interact with it because that's
Fuck 'em
how
dead,
discussions
goddamn
typically
snipers.
go. I don't
Fuck.
only interact with people that agree with me. That's boring. I typically pick out statements that are against what I am saying. The problem is you're bogging the conversation down into being pedantic about where the money goes. We all know that when projects do really well and franchises do really well, that supports the devs. It doesn't have to be directly. Like, I'm not saying, yes, when I buy
There
this,
we go.
I'm
Now we
giving
can push
$10
forward.
to the developer.
Oh, there's
I'm
two. We went
paying
down to the-
dev
There was
for
one up
their
here, and then
work.
we went
How?
down to the
I'm
second
supporting
one.
the
That's why we
project.
got
If the
fucked.
project does well, margins are good, that goes right back around to the developer. The publisher says, hey man, this franchise is kicking. This project's doing well. Let's continue to dump into this franchise. So yes, it does support the devs when you buy the game, when you support the product. And again, this completely sidelines the discussion that I was trying to have. It's a perspective clash. There are people
These
who
fucking
think,
snipers, they keep
if
shooting.
I value it, I'm going to pay money for it. And there are people who think, I value quantity tethered to frugality. These are different perspectives on the industry. So I had a guy coming at me last night. He's coming from the other side. And he
Good
thinks
shit.
it should be free. Why? Because other companies did it. Like, that's the argument. Other companies did remasters and made them free. So this should be free. I don't find that kind of argumentation.
Yeah, they're already
compelling
2 rounds
because
ahead.
It's like you're basically saying that if one company does it, everybody else should. I think that's silly. We don't apply that to almost any other business. Are you going to walk out of Olive Garden and Fazoli's and insist that every Italian restaurant you go to give you free breadsticks? Because,
What the
well,
wrong
they
fucking
did it.
way.
You can walk into a 5-star
Did I?
Italian restaurant and be
Oh,
like,
wait,
where
what?
are the free breadsticks? And they're like, we charge money for our breadsticks. Why? Well, because they're handmade and it's a proprietary recipe, and we have this guy in the back. This is his specialty, and so it's literally something that we charge for. Well, but these people made it free. Why don't you make it free? We're completely different businesses with completely different strategies of how to get engagement and how to get money. So everybody's going to approach these offerings differently. Not every company is going to update their game and be like, here you go, free. When a company does, great, but that doesn't set a standard across the industry. Shelly says, thoughts. What'd you say? I was relieved to see that TLU multiplayer wasn't included in the remaster. I know its state is still unknown. The devs say one thing, media says another. In my opinion, it's
Can you
absolutely
grab
reassures
Nimbus?
me it's still a standard.
There you go. Jesus fucking Christ.
Absolutely going to demand free breadsticks at every Italian restaurant. Don't act like you wouldn't. And transmissions from a space boat, 23 months. Welcome back. What I heard about the free breadsticks here. Sir, this is Wendy's. So, again, I'm not under the delusion that if I spend this $10, that it's going to some developer at Naughty Dog. But what I am saying is there are people on this side of the discussion who say, I have no problem paying with the work that the dev does. As Alana Pierce said, if you support
Get
things
over here.
right now, that's supporting work.
God,
in
why
the
do we keep
future.
separating?
She's not
Zephyr,
saying
what the
do
fuck are
it
you
out of
doing
some
back
weird
there?
compulsory,
Shit's
like,
popping
oh, you
off
better
over here,
support us
man.
or we'll go away.
Goddamn
She's
Zephyr's
saying,
always such a
listen,
dumb
if you
idiot.
support these things, it funds future work, whether it's DLC.
Fucking hate
or
playing
a
games with
remaster
Zephyr,
or
man.
or some other
You
kind of
fucking
monetization.
dipshit.
The issue is if we want to see new things, not the same things over and over, even if it's only a small part of doing.
Oh,
it's
he was
still
killing
a
the
part.
snipers.
Listen,
Never mind.
You are well within your right to want new things, but the industry is
Don't we have somebody with guns?
so strongly
Barrage, I
proving
guess.
that that's not what's in demand. Look at the biggest selling franchises. I'm sorry, look at the biggest.
I'm gonna
selling
be an
games this
assault.
year. They're all established
This is
franchises,
bad.
with the exception of
Oh,
Hogwarts,
what?
and even that's an established franchise. It's an established, it's an established like brand. Everybody knows who Harry Potter is, right? Barrier with 26 months in a VIP. This is the start of my breadstick Karen arc. That's right. English O with 26 months in a VIP. I'd rather pay for the breadsticks and have the lobster on Game Pass. Do you see the point that I'm making? Like, I think
Lots of
both
little
people
guys.
can be right. Both gamers are right. It's like if you value Game Pass and free updates, and you don't want to pay a $10 upgrade fee, that's fine, cool. Go put your money into what you value. I'll put my money into what I value, and we'll see where the market ends up.
I'm just gonna use my guns.
So the director's cuts and remasters
We're
are
gonna
in
lose
demand.
anyway.
Where are the sales figures? There isn't any. Well, see, now what you're doing is you're changing train tracks.
Guys, we gotta
You
kill
weren't
this
saying
thing.
that people don't want director's cuts and remasters. You said people want new games. Let's go back to what you originally said. The issue is we want to see new things, not the same things over and over. Even if only a small part, this is still a part. Right. And my pushback to you was many of, if not most of, the most successful games this year
Holy
are
shit, man.
established games, established franchises. Zelda and Spider. Like, look at all the Game of the Year nominations. They're all either sequels or a remake. Except for, wait, aren't they all? We looked at this the other day. They're all Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, basically, and then Resident Evil Remake. And then Super Mario Wonder, you could argue, isn't really a direct sequel, but it's an established franchise, established piece of property. So my pushback to you was that the industry, the consumer, is not communicating that they want something new. Now, maybe you meant they want new games, not remasters, but the consumer is communicating, we're totally fine with sequels and established franchises. That's where everybody's spending their money. The amount of releases that Naughty Dog has done is proof of their demand. This is a great time for my welcome back gift. Sequels don't win Game of the Year.
Holy shit. Dominator
I
2?
never said
Come on,
sequels
man.
don't win. I said sequels should have to do extra work when going up against a brand's new IP, specifically referencing the year that
Fuck, I don't know why I
2
shot that
won
over there.
Ghost of Tsushima. I never said that sequels don't win. I said they should
Fuck
have
me.
to do more work. And that
Was he
gummit
juggling
this
me in
year,
the air?
All the sequels that are up there, they did a lot of work. Do you believe that all 400 employees at Naughty Dog worked on this remaster?
Whatever,
We're still getting
man.
something new. Just because we're getting something in between doesn't negate the other. Well, and as I was saying, if this supports Naughty Dog as a company, if this supports Last of Us as a franchise, that's a good thing in my book. It's a company that I like. It's property that I like. And if some small team put this together, and this thing is prized to do very well once the new season of the show comes out, okay? Because every episode of the first season caused a surge in sales of The Last of Us. So the same thing will likely happen with season 2.
Oh shit, I gotta get out of here. Hold on.
And the
I'm
sequel.
back.
And they're going to be
Match
there,
ending
open
soon.
arms,
Perfect.
with a shiny new package to say,
Great
Last of Us 2
PvE, having
remastered.
my shit cut short by PvP elements. Such fun.
You know?
Such major big fun.
You actually take the Game Awards seriously? Golden Joystick Awards are the real deal?
Man, fuck this game.
According to you, who are you?
I'm getting
Like,
my
why would
platinum
your
and I'm
opinion
fucking
be the
out.
decider of which is better, which Game Awards ceremony or event is better. Why should
Team
we,
could have been better too.
Why should we go with
Me
what
too.
you're saying
I was
versus
missing a lot of good healing
like,
opportunities.
A lot of people think Keely's event is like, I think it's like becoming the
We were all a bit
next
confused.
to, yeah, next Summer Game Fest. Like we basically have bookended the year almost. Summer, you get
Good
Summer
job.
Game Fest, and then December you get the Game Awards.
All right,
His
next
viewership
game.
is rivaling like very, very big events. He's doing the event's doing quite well.
Very big. Big
I don't
penis.
Golden Joystick's been around for 20 years. Okay.
Got a war chest.
What? How does
Give me
that?
another Hadouken.
That gives it
a
more
red
validity.
one.
Why? Why was that give it more validity? Can't other things
Purple?
come along later
Some of that
and
purple.
either be just as good, if not better? And yeah, Golden Joystick's nomination
epic
process is
gold
super weird. Their
for
nominees stop in,
Alpha
like,
Zephyr?
September. The Dice Awards are the better ones, or the BAFTAs?
Yeah. Pluto, now I
I
got.
like them all. You know, I liked how the BAFTAs actually recognized that Returnal
That's kind of cool.
should have been acknowledged as a Game of the Year.
Is that the
contender,
Street Fighter bundle? Guess that's
right?
kind of cool.
Like that to me.
Deadeye has the
I
only
felt like
Street Fighter
Returnal
skin.
got absolutely shortchanged.
Yeah, he is the only one with
at,
like a
at
cool
the
Street
awards.
Fighter
I
skin.
think largely
I think
because
Nimbus has one.
people couldn't beat it. I
Kagura?
think people couldn't beat it.
This one, I think.
Many of the reviews were people that had not gone through a full run, and my entire opinion of
Man,
the game changed
some
after one
dog
full
shit.
run. So,
Might play with Barrage.
any fan-voted award shows are always a joke. Yo, what's good, Feed? How are you? Game Awards get far more press
Dino.
coverage and eyeballs than the joystick of the
I've
Dice
got a
Awards.
dino
like it
on
or
my
not.
shoulder.
That's the situation. Game of the Year
Let's play with
shows aren't
somebody. I want to play
serious.
with Roblox so bad, man.
Why would you watch them? This one
Everybody's
is the
always
best.
playing
Right,
with
that
them, though.
sentence, like, that sentence
I
punched
hate
itself
forcing
in
other
the
people to
face.
change.
That sentence punched itself in the face. It was like,
I like
why would
OG
you take it
Roblox
as
better
serious?
too,
This
man.
one's the
He's
best.
so good.
What? Saying awards being around for a long time is the appeal to authority fallacy. Yeah, appeal to authority, fallacy the expert, fallacy the professional. It goes by a lot of names. Saying one is superior, better, or more true or more accurate simply because it's been around longer. Yeah. Also feels like there might be some sunk cost in there. I don't know.
Oh shit, I forgot to... Oh no.
Eugene says, you know who gets to do remasters and remakes at a cadence like this? Someone who makes Game of the Years on the regular and whose games people want to experience the best possible versions of. Yeah, I wonder if that in general is the challenge here, is that when you do have games that hit such a good caliber, you're going to see that game show up regularly. You know? I also think some of this is related to back when a lot of the PlayStation games first started coming to PC. We learned that a lot
some
of the
kid
developers
playing.
had been begging PlayStation to let them put their games on PC.
Man, this
some
kid's
of
about to
that,
have a rough
I
game.
feel, is related to
He's gonna be playing with
that
mostly
a lot of these
veterans.
games were maybe a little bit ahead of their time, right?
I want to play the Dino game.
So they're like, listen, we can finally do what we wanted to do.
Your shit's
with
about to
these
get
games.
shut down by some speed runners.
We were having to, you know, cut things short or not do certain things with, you know, with the graphics, or not do certain things that we wanted to do, and now we can. So it makes sense that some of these developers want to go back and give their games the spit shine of the next generation. What was the worst game that got Game of the Year award in the past 10 years? I don't really have an opinion on it. I really don't.
Show him how to do it.
Overwatch, because it doesn't exist anymore. Uncharted 4 was robbed. Yeah, I mean, I could easily pick Overwatch.
Oh, they're both
but that's
doing
so based on my own bias and my own preferences. I believe there were a lot of things that went into why that game got the award. You know, that's not really what today's discussion is about. We've had that discussion. Not that.
Alright, this is kind of
question.
annoying.
We've had the
I'm
Game
gonna
of the
mute
Year
him.
debate. We've had the nominations debate.
Sorry, bud.
I'm find that whole thing to be exhausting. The Xbox tax and all of that. It just
There we go.
So it's like debating flat earthers. I just don't. It's just not fun. You know, we keep hearing a PC launcher is coming, but only rumors. I'll be honest.
see what my
I
team
really
is.
hope they don't do
Mersan.
that. I really
We already
hope
got
they
one
don't do
tank.
a PC launcher.
I don't need
I
you.
don't know. I feel like all you do when you do that is it confuses people. You know, it's got to be at a really good quality. I feel like so many of the launchers that I have to use, they're not good, whether it's Origin or Uplay or the Xbox Store. It's like, come on, just use Steam. You know, I get why they would want to do it. You know, you want to bypass the 30% that you've got to share with Steam, but it just doesn't seem like it's worth the time and energy. You know, somebody argued in favor of it a while back, and I felt like they made a good argument. I don't remember what they said, but I
Get
remember
away from
having this
Edge.
discussion with somebody, and it was like
Somebody, how about, what's his name? Pipple?
You know.
People?
I was like,
Plop.
what the heck? Why would you bother doing that? And I felt like they made a decent case as to why a PlayStation launcher would be good or would make sense for Sony to try to do it. And I was just like, I still think it's a stupid idea. Like, what? Just use Steam, right? Kick your games over there after 18 months or so, and have a solid presence and good property and a good showing on the PC landscape.
Deadeye fucking fell and
The
died
Last
over
of Us
there.
Part 2 remastered would likely come to PC.
Abort
I think
standing
probably early
protocol.
2025. They'll line that up with the next season. And don't let Iron Galaxy touch it.
Interdimensional travel.
I really hope more
Gotcha,
game
bud.
studios take influence from Naughty Dog with the Lost Levels and director's commentary stuff. I want to see Corey talk about God of War 2018 cutscenes. Oh, talk over. Get his
Oh, that was
insight
Plup
into
who
the
died.
scene. You know, here's the thing, though, Shelly.
Deadeye gets all the cool skins. He's got a
They
T-Rex skin.
didn't really go into
Where's
too
that,
great
Zephyr?
detail in the blog. I basically quoted it
No, that's
directly
Deadeye.
for most of that. I had 3 sections of the monologue, and that section of the monologue
take
I
out
was
your
mostly
gun.
just directly quoting them. Are they going to be... Will I be able just to go in and watch the cutscenes, or will I have to play through the game? Because
You
like,
can
there's a
dance.
part of me that would enjoy that for
Get your
God
glow
of War
sticks out.
Ragnarok, but I wouldn't want to have to like replay the entire game. I'd love to just click a button and watch the scenes, just watch all the cutscenes, and hear what they have to say for each individual one.
Zephyr's
I'm
got
imagining
his
they're
own.
going to let you do that in this game. I'm imagining. Eugene says, if it provides a unified ecosystem and lets me take PlayStation games to PC for free and gives integration, it's worth it.
Still chilling up here.
I think that might have been what somebody said, is that if they went with the PC launcher,
Fuck off.
then you wouldn't have to buy the game again. I feel like that's what somebody said. And I found that to be decently compelling as an argument. But again, I also feel like it just feels like such a losing battle. It just feels like a lot. Maybe it is the right
This jumping
choice.
puzzle
Maybe
is
it
so
better
shit.
for
The
consumer,
parkour is
and
horrible,
they can,
man.
You know, with the Portal and PC and the potential of cloud coming, maybe that's the right move. I just don't like having all these other launchers, especially if they're not very good, right?
Oh,
There'll
shit.
probably be a lost levels menu. You have to beat the game first. They did this for part 1, basically.
spawn
The
it
whole
up here.
cast reacts to the entire cutscenes. I
Snipers.
think you can do both. You have to beat the game first, though.
Fucking
Okay.
bitch.
Okay. No, because I would love to do that. I kind of agree with you. It would be really fun to, like, watch cutscenes in a game like Hellblade. And because one of the cool things about Hellblade is you can go watch that documentary about, like, how they made the game and what they did. And it was really, really cool. It was really insightful. It'd be even cooler if I could go back and watch all the cutscenes in Hellblade and be like, oh, wow, that's what went into this scene, or that, you know, that's what they were thinking when they wrote this sequence.
Oh, they're both
or
hitting me.
That voice actor thought this about the lines or the script or whatever. I like that kind of stuff. I think that kind of stuff's really interesting.
Shit.
You don't think Sony could make a good PC launcher? It's not that I don't think they
Shield,
could make
come
a
on,
good
charge.
PC
Let's
launcher.
go.
It's that generally all the launchers I've used haven't been that great. The EA launcher, the Origin launcher, because there's like a separate one for EA games that you can use, like if you have EA Play. So there's the EA one, then there's the Origin one, then there's the Uplay one, then there's the Xbox one, and I feel like none of them are very
Dude, the fucking
like
swallowing
the
me.
Blizzard launcher, I think, was like okay.
I got you, Nimbus.
It was fine. It didn't seem to have any issues. I feel like I've always had issues with the other launchers. That's what I'm
Alright,
getting
just
at. These
taking
director
shots for no
commentaries
reason.
are for every cutscene, so you get all the things and the bits that get overlooked in a typical documentary.
I got you.
Butter says Valve has done this with every game they made. You can go back and run through Half-Life and Portal with dev commentary. Really? Gilly Deniz says, welcome back, Lono. We missed you. Thank you so much, dude. Somehow Steam just figured it out. I mean, I'm sure Steam went through rough stages. I know. I wasn't there in the early days with Steam. I don't think I was.
Oh shit, we got it. There's
There's a
more,
way to
right?
check that,
Yeah,
like, when
give me. I
made
need
my
some dino
account.
kills.
But
Oh fuck, what
I'm
is
sure
this?
Steam had rough moments or, you know, rough versions. Or I don't. They've had a long time to kind of smooth it out and perfect it.
Okay, over
Right.
here. Oh,
Deleted levels and scenes,
You
director's
bitch.
commentary. Sony's really leaning into the movie game meme. That's true. That's true. Yeah. If I was like a, you know, a Sony hating channel, that's a video I would make. You know, I told you, I told you all they do is make movie games. Now they're releasing their games with director's commentary for the cutscenes.
Good
What,
shit.
you watch games over there? Y'all don't play games. You watch games. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Somebody's
stand
got
up
to
here.
make that. Somebody get Doc Dark in here. I'll get
Hold
him.
on,
I'll
hold
get
on.
him.
What the
That's
fuck?
his new video. Although he's not
Oh.
supposed to talk about PlayStation on his channel now. I don't know if he'll be able to do that. Jay Barry will come after him again. They've even done it for Team Fortress and Alex, which is weird, but it's very cool to hear the devs talk about what they did. When I PC gamed, it was at a time no one wanted to use Steam. It was horrible.
Come
Don't
on
give
here,
him any
boys.
Ideas? I think that's a funny video. I think that's a funny video. My issue with launchers, as Talica, is how they do their storage. If they all had the same storage system as Steam, I'd be fine using other launchers. I'm not sure what you mean, Talica. Like, you don't. What do you mean by how they do their storage? Just install the game on your computer, right? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Sony made the PSVR 2 so they can put players in the movie. That's right. If they're ready to find out how long Steam took to smooth the edges, I have no idea. You'd have to try to find somebody who's done like a
Punching him in his
you know,
asshole, getting critical.
like a history of Steam video or something.
Oh!
And you know, at what
Trying
point
to
did
push,
they
get some
really,
kills.
you know, turn the corner?
Any of them
and
die?
land and you know, and
No, they're
become
just
beloved,
gathered
you
in
know,
a corner.
When did that happen? I don't know. You know. I don't know. I remember playing.
Holy shit, I'm gonna die.
What did they call them? Were the games for Windows?
Oh.
I remember buying games, and that was on the box. That was like on the clamshell. You know?
I got you, big
It was
boy.
like right on the clamshell. Games for Windows. I remember playing games like that. Games for Windows was so bad. It would like do this thing. It would like check something when it first opened or something. I feel like it would be running while the game was running, and it caused all these problems, and everybody complained. I can't really remember. I think it was one of the Gears of War.
Holy shit, there's so many of them.
Skatinator with 13 months and many more to come. I love the channel and this community so much. Most generous community on YouTube. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much, Skatinator. Welcome back, dude.
I got you, bro.
You go through the entire Steam client update feed on the site. I don't really feel like doing that.
Yep. Fucking push.
Steam did all the same things people complain about other stores doing.
I'm out.
I don't get the love, honestly. Well, it's a little bit of sunk cost, Eugene.
Oh,
Once
shitty.
You get that
oh, yeah,
digital
Ryu.
library built up. What are you
There
gonna
you
do?
go, I got you.
Skatinator comes in, doesn't just renew his own membership, but he gives one to somebody else. Thank you so much, Skatinator, taking us to 30.
He's about to eat someone.
We're at 1,900 members. Let's get back to 2,000, and then we can set our sights on 2,500, and we'll do a community game night.
Yeah, damn.
Get to 2,500 members. We'll let you guys play a very not safe for work. A lot of those Jackbox games they get a
Suck
little
my
crazy.
dick, Leviathan.
Jackbox. You guys have been asking for
You're
that.
fucking
we can
trash.
do that for sure. This Friday night is the return of Hilly Hijinks.
Comrade
You guys don't want to miss
Slavonak.
that. You have no problems with Steam? I mean,
Who's dancing? Glow sticks.
Issues with Steam. This Friday night, Hilly and I will be playing Lethal Company, this co-op horror game that's kind of exploded on
Why is it
Steam.
blurry?
It's got a 98%, and that's what we'll be doing. One thing I don't like about Steam is that there's no way to combine accounts. I'm stuck having the same game with different progress on each
Can I
account.
just skip this last cutscene?
Yeah, Capono, you don't need to say that. Help Lono get back into the algo. You don't need to say that. just show up, hit like, you know, give the members.
Man, this shit needs a
chat,
non-story
lurk,
mode.
listen, do all
Just
the
choose
things,
maps,
you know, all
choose
those
your
things
game
cool
mode.
that we do here.
Take fucking
You start
Dominators
off
out of the
A
PvE.
villain and you become a hero. Do you think it was conspicuous that PC
Shit
and
fucking sucks.
multiplayer were absent from the remaster? I think
Error
that says something
detected.
about them not being
STD
included.
entered system.
I'm not sure what you
My
mean by
dick is
PC.
bleeding.
I mean, multiplayer not being included is not surprising at all. My personal opinion is that Factions 2 will either take a really long time to come out, or they're just going to roll it in as a mode. They're just going to roll it in as a mode when The Last of Us Part 3 comes out. You know? Why do you need multiple Steam accounts? Yeah, I'm not sure why he needs multiple Steam accounts. I love Steam, and I don't use Steam. They test good games for us console players. It's why there's no Half-Life 3. They don't need to. They're making bank off Steam as the main central platform for PC gaming, as they control 50 to 70% of the PC games market. Yeah, every time Portal 3 comes up, you know, there's people that worked on the original. A lot of the talent is like, hey, I'd be willing to come back. But I just, where are the devs still around? Like, are those teams still around? I don't know. I've not followed, you know, the teams that work.
That's why I haven't been playing with
Half-Life 2
Roblox,
and
'cause I can't
Portal
get
and Portal
kills.
2. I don't know if those
I get
devs,
good points,
what they're
but not
doing right
kills.
now. Have they dispersed? Are they working at other companies? I don't know. I've not followed it. You think a PC port comes later this year? You're already in 2024, Eugene. Goodness gracious. Like, can we get through Christmas? 5 gifted members from the bright
job,
side.
Falco.
Bumps the line to 39. He says, come on, let's
Yeah,
get back to
bumps the
2,000
line?
members. And then we can set our sights on 2,500.
Yeah.
Lono, devs have a longer lifespan
Thank you for the
than
tier
20
3 membership.
years. I'm not sure what you mean, Paris. I literally mean, like, are the teams still together? Like, are they still around? And what if they are? What are they working on? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've not followed. It'll come in 2024 for sure. I actually could see them waiting and doing the PC port early 2025, mid 2025, time it with season 2 of The Last of Us. I could see them doing that, especially after the last port. You know, take as much time as you possibly can. You know, let The Last of Us 2 remaster just kind of ride the year on the PlayStation. And then late in the year, that's what they would do. Around this time next year, they would announce it coming to PC. They'll do the same thing. They'll kick it to next year.
Badass sticker.
After Thanksgiving, the year is over in my mind.
Which I'm never gonna use.
Okay, Scrooge. After Thanksgiving, it might as well be January. It might as well be tax season. After Thanksgiving, it's basically tax man's day. Dude, let Santa come down the chimney first.
I like Rapid Blaster. Rapid Charge.
Stone Spire setting up an easy 10 bomb. Puts us at 40 out of 50. Thank you so much. We'll see if anybody takes the bait. A very, very nice layup there. Thank you, sir. Don't even want to allow Last of Us Part 1 to happen again. Well, I would certainly hope not. That was such a wasted effort. It's probably still not sitting at a good review score. Still, to this day. Its recent score is probably better.
I'll play a Rocket Barrage.
Not very good.
He's cool.
Last of Us Part 1. Looks like it's on sale still. $40. Its overall score is mixed at a 66%. The last 30 days, it's at a 94. Do you see? Do you see what happens to a bad port? The scores get better over time, right? Your mixed score, 24,000. It's gonna take a long time to write that shit. You know, it does look nice. I mean, if we're on it. I mean, it does look nice when someone lands on this page and they see recent reviews 94. You know, that certainly helps. But this right here, that's what a bad port looks like, man. It's so hard to shake this right. It's so hard to shake this score. It's gonna be like that for a while. December cost me more money than taxes. Bring on tax season, please. I just got part 1 again because of the part 2 remaster. I could see people doing that. I could see people saying that they want to get the part 1 and play it since part 2's coming for sure. Those recent reviews weren't that good on Friday. Do you mean a bunch of people came and bought it? Do you think that's what's happened? Here's a review from the 23rd, and then October 31st, November the 6th, November 21st, November the 6th, November 22nd, November 21st. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the reviews are somewhat recent. Here, let's go most recent. Most recent. A bunch on the 28th, which is today. Yeah, a bunch on the 28th. I'm still scrolling and now I'm to the 27th. Yeah. It looks to me like they had a bit of a boost in sales, probably because of the announcement. They've been positive for a while. I've been looking. I mean, yeah, the recent 30 days has been on the uptick, and that makes sense, right? They went back and they fixed things, and they've improved things. And that's great, but that just goes to show you a bad port will really it may never recover on its overall score. You know, it may never recover. A year from now, it'll probably still be in like the 70s. It's just when you have 24,000, reviews. Number one, that hurts your momentum. Like when it first came out, a ton of people didn't buy it that would have bought it because they went and looked at the score and they were like, "Oh my gosh!" Right? That's a really quick. That's a shin kick if I've ever seen one. Right? As soon as you try to start running, all the reviews are negative. It's like, well, then anybody who works with Steam historically, like that's their digital library, they're going to go to that storefront and they're going to say, I'm not buying this game. Oh my gosh. You know, it's in the red. The momentum for Returnal got hurt because they used the Epic Online Store for co-op, and people saw that little Epic Online Store pop up, and they thought it ghost installed the Epic launcher, and so immediately day one, I remember I went and I saw a bunch of negative reviews. I'm like, what's wrong? Was it a bad port? No, a bunch of them were like, it ghost installs the Epic Game Store. And I was like, oh, here we go. So day one, people went to buy Returnal, and they saw a bad score, and they read the reviews, and they were like, I'm not letting Epic Game Store get ghost installed. And it really, really hurt Returnal's reception on PC, which is super unfortunate because it's a very good port, according to anybody who's done tech analysis, and it's a fantastic rogue. And rogues are super popular on Steam. I was very frustrated by that. Like, one of my favorite games, like, basically got kneecapped on its launch day. It's like, you couldn't warn people, you know? I don't even know. I guess I don't know how you would, you know? How do you warn them about something like that? Yeah, it's going to use Epic Online Store for co-op. Sony will lose hundreds of dollars more from me next year. Curious to see updated PS Plus numbers. Yeah, PS Plus has got to, in my estimation, they need to do a full court press of, you know, updates. Here's new stuff. Here's better stuff. I think the way that it's laid out on the PlayStation also just kind of looks terrible. It just feels super cluttered every time I go over there. I'm like, what is this? I should go over there and it should just be like, do. You know, here are the games. I shouldn't have to go searching. Game Pass is so superior in that regard. I scroll down, and there's like 4 or 5 games right there. I'm like, oh, cool. It just isn't put together very well. You know, sub-services in general are plateauing. You're not helping yourself when you make it look cluttered and messy, and you take away the annual discount that people were, you know, not they don't take it away, it just isn't as big.
Man, Amazon's going
Fred
nuts.
with 27 months in a VIP, finally got a PS5. You made Returnal look easy. It is not.
Damn, they're slicing them up.
Yeah, I'm doing a fresh run myself right now, and I got to Biome 4 like with ease. I didn't die once.
Oh, I forgot my goddamn.
They let you keep the astronaut. Even when you roll over to Biome 4, like they reset my gear, but I still had the astronaut. I think I did, because I died last night and I stood back up and I was like, huh? Unless I bought one and didn't realize it. Anyways, yeah, Biome 4 kicked my butt. And I guess
I could make more use of this.
Beat it, and then Biome 5 just swung on me.
Make more use of my rocket hop.
Like I was not ready. I went into a room, got a little cooked. I was like, okay. Tried to be careful, and then all of a sudden, I was like, my health was gone. I got melted by something. It was something far away in the room.
And these guys are
Just
clearing
shot a bunch of
house.
stuff, and then
something I can do.
all of a sudden, there was somebody next
Oh,
to me.
no, Zephyr got it.
Biome 5 just absolutely swung on me. Returnal's easy once it clicks. Yeah, even when you have a good build and you feel like the game has clicked, that shift from 4 to 5 felt like a pretty big swing. It was fast. I remember people being shocked when I did my full run through. I remember people being shocked at how I got through Biome 5.
I wish I could switch my mods
easily.
mid-game.
I played very passively. I remember I sat back. I had a portal, a gun with the portal beam, and I was able to kind of sit back. And I played a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, the underwater level. That's Biome 5.
Oh, here's my specialty.
I played a little bit more aggressive. I was kind of pushing in. I was kind of pushing into the rooms instead of sitting back, and I just got absolutely cooked. I went in this one room, and as soon as I stepped over to the right, I realized I had overextended, and it was like, instead of retreating, I held my ground, and I died. It was, you know, 5 is the hardest biome. It feels that way. I remember Biome 6 not being as challenging. Biome 5 is, you gotta watch. You gotta watch out. They've got some attacks that will light you up. You look down, you're like, oh my gosh, where'd my health go? Hollow Seeker with Portal. Yeah, that's my go-to. Hollow Seeker with Portal is like,
holy
so
shit.
strong. Biome 4 boss, the portal wasn't working on him. I kept a weaker Hollow Seeker because of Portal Beam, and the Portal Beam didn't work on him. So I died. Next run, I had the same gun, same thing, and Portal Beam worked on him. And it really was shredding him good. 5 is ice, 6 is underwater. Wait, I went to the wrong one? I thought... I have not played it in such a long time. I thought 5 was underwater. And 6 was ice. So I went to 6. That's probably why I got cooked. I didn't realize that. I thought it was the other way
Goddamn birds,
around.
get the fuck out of my way.
I swore the time that I played it with you
Right,
guys,
I
went
get some
underwater
kills.
first. I swore I did. No, you're right, because the ice has like those little individual rooms that are really, really tough.
Got you,
That's
Krieger.
probably why I got cooked. Their damage output was higher than where I was. Like I didn't have the health for it. My gun probably was, it was doing fine, but that's probably one of the reasons I died so
That was
fast.
good, going
I
back to
didn't
back
realize
with
I
him.
skipped 5. I swore on my run through that I went underwater first. That was my memory. Like I went to both sides and I looked and I saw ice, and I went to the other side and I looked down and saw water, and I was like,
you dumb bitch.
I was like, I think it's water, and I just jumped in. Ice has the gauntlets. That's right, because 5 doesn't have a traditional boss. 5 just has like the really tough rooms, so there's not a real boss. That's right, and then you go to 6. That's underwater. That leads to the final boss. I got it wrong. That's my fault. That's my fault. I remember playing 5 really
Might switch to the
passively.
charge shot
all
mod.
those rooms
Fingers
and
getting
challenges,
tired.
I just sat back on the door, and my portal did all the work for me. I can't believe I forgot. Can't believe I forgot that. I have not been able to... That final... When I finally did that run through, I think that was 2 years ago. Wasn't that the end of 2021 where I did that? That was 2 years ago. Like, I've not done a full run through in 2 years. So I guess it makes sense why I forgot. 4 to 5 is a massive jump. I went 4 to 6. Don't need to learn about our Lord and Savior Dreadbound. Isn't that the one that goes do-do-do, and then you have to wait for them to come back? I hate that gun. Did you get my order for the coffee? Let me check. I got an order of a Frickmas blend. Somebody with the name, the first name starts with J. I'm assuming that's you. I don't want to say your first name or your last name. But I have an order here.
Break up
one
here.
bag of Frickmas. The organ player is one of my favorite fights in all of gaming.
Holy shit.
I recorded his song, like I stood there behind him and I recorded like 2.5 minutes of his song, and then I went all the way back down and I recorded going up, because the music swells and adds layers as you go up. It's gotta be one of the best sequences in a game. It's almost as good as when Senua gets to the tree and remembers meeting Dillion. That's one of the most beautiful, most artistically creative,
Beautiful
so well
Krieger. We got the
executed sequences
staircase.
in the game I've ever played. When Senua gets to the tree and she remembers meeting Dillion, and the swelling music for Biome 4. I mean, I died.
Fucking
and
Dominator.
I'm like,
Holy
I'm
shit.
almost fine with it because I get to replay Biome 4 and experience that again. It's so good. Goosebumps every time. I fought him twice last night, and both times on my way up
Got you,
to that
boys.
boss. It's just
Is he
absolutely phenomenal.
Fuck, I can't see a goddamn
It's
thing.
absolutely phenomenal. It's such a shame that artistry is like a hidden nugget inside the game, and so many people didn't get there because Biome 3 was so hard before
Fucking
they
pussy.
retuned it. I
Goddamn
remember
Dominators,
Biome 3,
man.
Like, I would die faster in Biome 3
Fucking hate
against an
this shit.
astronaut, and he did more damage than the freaking Biome 2 boss. It's like I beat
Go,
Biome
get the
2
fuck
boss,
outta here,
I step
man.
into Biome 3, those freaking astronauts would smoke you, and they finally retuned it. A bunch of people that will never experience the greatness that is Biome 4 because Biome 3 kicked the crap out of them. They never went back. I did. I stopped playing the game. I was like, and I tried to tell people, I'm like, Biome 3 is overtuned. No, it's not. No, it's not. Housemark agreed with me. They retuned it. And it plays exactly as it should. Like, it feels like a step up from 2, but it's not like it doesn't punch your teeth out. You know.
Holy, what the fuck is happening?
It's
Who's spitting
long,
on
too,
me?
dude.
Oh,
Biome 3 is
that
not
guy.
short. I love it. I love the settings. Oh, the environments are so good. The
I need
original
to stay a
discussion
little
is
farther
excellent.
back.
Listening
Thank
to
you
it from
so
California
much.
while at my job for
I'm
the
being
DHA
dumb.
Department of Human Assistance. Hey man, thanks for hanging out, dude. Glad you're enjoying the conversation. We're 10 away from 50. Let's get
Holy
300 likes.
oh!
If you guys have been enjoying the show and discussion, make sure you're smashing that like button. We need 50 more likes. You never beat the real 3? Oh, shut up. Shut up. How in the world do you guys get past Biome 2? I only recently started playing, but it seems like I can never get
I
past
should have
it.
just kept jumping
I'm not
around
trying
and
to- I'm
bopping
not
on
trying
the
to make you feel
Dominator.
bad, but I feel like
That would have
Biome
been so
2
funny.
is if you properly get outfitted in Biome 1, Biome 2 is kind of...
Yeah, I should get the charge shots instead, so I can bounce and
I think
jump
what
on
you're
him like
doing
a
is you're
grenade.
skipping too many rooms in Biome 1. Biome 1, especially now that you can suspend your run, you should exhaust
Come on, jump.
everything in Biome 1. You
Jump.
Be so strong going into Biome 2. Biome 2 should be cake if you properly outfit in Biome 1. It sounds like you're skipping
Why the
too
fuck
many
wasn't it
rooms.
working?
Because I had such a killer build, and the reason was I did everything in Biome 1. Every blue room, every optional fight, I did it all. And I was armed to the teeth when I got to Biome 2. I smoked it. Yeah, Biome 2 is the desert, yeah. And you fight the guy that flies
Yeah,
around.
somebody take that Dominator. Fuck
at
him
the
up.
end. He's the
Oh,
boss.
Krieger. Whatever.
He's really, really easy. I think he's easier than... In some respects, I feel like he's a little bit easier than Biome 1.
I'm gonna die.
He's just
I don't
so
know why I came out here by
easily,
myself.
Like, you just pivot. He just flies out, you pivot, shoot.
Team.
He flies out, you pivot, shoot. Like, you always put yourself, like, on the angle of what he's shooting at. He feels
Holy
pretty
shit, he fucking
That's why
cleared them.
Biome 3
Oh
always
my
felt
God.
like, what happened? Because Biome 2 boss felt super manageable, and then I'd get into Biome 3, I'd face an astronaut and be like, what the heck? Like, I would die so fast. You're stuck on Biome 4, been him in. Biome 4 is it's like a marsh. It's basically Biome 1 overgrown. So some of the rooms are familiar, but it's all overgrown. You think Biome 2's boss is the hardest?
Fuck.
Really?
Alright, time to bop.
Biome 2 boss is where the journos got stuck? Huh. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem as hard to me. I feel like Biome 1 can be harder because you can...
Fuck.
If you don't get a good gun, the fight just can go
I'm like
upside
air
down.
striking the dinosaurs with my
I don't know.
my
I think
my
everybody's, I guess
rocket
everybody's a
launcher.
little bit different. Biome 3
Thank you so
has
much.
the second phase with the air. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so fun. If you can get you automatically heal at low
And I'm already
integrity.
almost dead.
If you
Fuck
can make
you
it to
guys,
the part
man.
where
Leave
you're
me
in
alone.
the air, you basically can't die. You'd have to almost intentionally die because he doesn't shoot at you enough. Like, you'll take a little bit of damage, but by the time you get back to the front area where he's shooting at you more effectively again, you've already healed again. Like, you're basically
Shit.
invincible if you can get
Fuck.
heals at low integrity, and if you can make it to the air, you're fine.
That's
He won't-
another
he
thing
won't
about
touch you.
using the move. I have to
I mean, he
make
will,
sure I
but he won't
don't
kill
get
you.
hit. Because they're
Biome
not going
2
to be able
boss
to
is
heal
by
me.
far the hardest for a new player. I mean, I think I'll agree with that. I think I would agree with that.
Whatever.
He has a couple of things he does that are pretty tough to manage. His third phase, he beat me up quite a bit. I had so much health and so many perks, I was okay. But I think I would agree with that. He has a couple of things he does in his third phase, especially where he combines a lot. Like he's slamming the ground, he's shooting at you, he comes up to you and tries to hit you. Yeah. Biome 3, 4, and 6 bosses are pretty free. Yeah, the problem with Biome 4 was I went in with a gun that I knew was weak, and I did it for the portal. I thought, oh, this will do all the work for me. I was turning down like a 3-level bump, you know? NCSoft, a global premier developer and publisher, today announced that it has signed a strategic global business partnership with Sony Interactive Entertainment. The two companies' CEOs, Taishin Kim and Jim Ryan, have met and jointly signed the partnership. Under this partnership, NCSoft and SIE will collaborate in various global business fields, including mobile. The two companies are evaluating a range of potential opportunities with an aim to foster strategic synergy, leveraging NCSoft's technological prowess and SIE's global leadership in the entertainment field. This partnership with SIE is the beginning of our efforts to build various synergies together, utilizing both companies' core competencies, technological capabilities, and expertise. We will deliver a new and enjoyable experience to our audience across and beyond genres.
Fingers gonna hurt.
This is Jim Ryan speaking. He says, partnering with NCSoft advances our strategy to expand beyond console and broaden PlayStation's reach to a wider audience. Like SIE, NCSoft shares a similar vision in creating high-quality, impactful entertainment experiences for players everywhere. And together, we're excited to collaborate to push the boundaries of gaming further. Yeah, Ryan was fired, though. He was walked out the door. Yeah. He just signed a partnership that's going to get PlayStation, it's going to get SIE into mobile. That's pretty big. Didn't he get fired? Yeah, he got fired. Yeah. Now he's shaking hands with NCSoft's a CEO. Sure. What I'm hearing is this remaster is really changing The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, we're well off subject. It didn't. We after about an hour and 20, the subject ran out of gas because it was like nobody was really taking up a contrarian position. Everyone's like, this isn't a big deal. Sony partner with Shift Up. I'm assuming their owner Stellar Blade. Yeah. They're considered what now? Second party or whatever it's called. Wild how Jim Ryan was fired, but Sony let him sign deals. Yeah. Can we reflect on some of NCSoft's projects recently? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were poo-pooing NCSoft last couple times we've tried to cover their upcoming games, and
Can I go scroll down?
I thought PlayStation was going bankrupt. That was a good one. I like that one. They find some insider who's like, they're gonna close up next year. I was like, oh, really? Wow. We're talking about a massive lawsuit then. I guess they've been lying to the investors. They've been lying to the shareholders on all their earnings calls. But this guy seems to know what's going on. That one made me laugh. That one was good. Sony sure lets you down easy when they let you go. Talk about a golden parachute. CEOs have a different exit than just a guy working at Lowe's in the paint department. I mean, Jake, you can't possibly be buying into the nonsense that Jim Ryan was fired. Like, the people running with that narrative are conveniently only people who are like anti-Sony. They're nothing bias laden there at all. And they're also just ignoring the history of the position. The two former CEOs did the same thing. They hit 5 years and they got out. The interim made it for 2 years. So it was 5, interim for 2, Jim Ryan's doing 5. There's nothing alarming at all about it. Fired no, voted out yes. Again, there's no evidence to even indicate that. There isn't. I have it on good authority from people at the company that is just simply not true. That's false. Was not voted out. This was his choice. You don't vote out a CEO that's getting you the gains and the growth that man was getting them. That would be absolutely ludicrous. Nobody in their right mind would vote out somebody who is getting them what he's supposed to get them. Fiduciary duty satisfied. Why would you vote him out? That doesn't make any sense.
And we got 2 Nimbus. I'll be Deadeye.
It's so tectonic to lose a CEO. There are times where they won't vote out a CEO
because they didn't even animate the exosuit for Ryu. What the fuck?
Figure out how to right this ship. Like this guy's crushing it for them. Voting him out would be absolutely absurd.
God, they're so fucking lazy with this game, man.
As someone who's never played any TLU games, I love the remakes. I get to play them for the first time at their highest quality. My first playthrough.
Holy
that's
shit, they're
my bias
draining.
too, Sneaky Wolf. It's like I get to play this game at the best possible version. Right? Eugene says you don't let
Yeah, Vigilant got the
who you
right idea. I'm
pushed
gonna stay
out
with you and back.
Continue to run your multi-billion-dollar
too bold
business. That's
here.
absurd. Literally dumb AF. Thinking, and I'm not sorry. Right, like you actually think a guy that got voted out is just gonna stay on and keep working?
I wonder if I could shoot him from back here.
Correct. What I'm saying is not official. Let's be real. It's just what I think. Okay, let's press on what you think, though, Jake.
Not really.
You think a man that gets voted out is just going to stick around and keep working? That doesn't make any sense.
That was
What
very
CEO
far off.
gets
Jesus
voted
Christ.
out, is allowed to stay on for however many months it is, and just keeps
Yes.
on trucking? He'd walk out the door. He'd be like, what do you mean? I'm not going to stay. If you voted me out, I'm out. Bye. This was his choice.
There we go, a little far off, but I got it.
Before. We only dream up these instances
Fucking
because
asshole
because
piece of
like,
shit.
Because of tribal lines. It's like, well, I think this. Why? Well, because you don't like Sony. You're an Xbox guy. There's nothing wrong with being an Xbox guy, but like your bias is driving a narrative that is simply ludicrous. There's literally no instance where somebody's like, we voted you out, but you can stay on for 6 months. We want you to stick around and really help us transition. Oh, and broker another
Good
deal
spot,
for us
Vigilant.
with NCSoft. But we voted you out.
Okay, fuck out of here.
I've been in a corporation whose CEO was voted out, and he stayed on and made moves in the 5 months he was still in. Personal experience. I'm a
Where are you
PC
guys
guy.
scattering from?
Okay, you're a PC guy. Who has your avatar. Your avatar is literally Jim Ryan holding a controller like a goober. A lot of you PC guys seemingly just really don't like Sony. I've always found that to be interesting. I'm PC, dude. I'm PC Master Race. And they really don't like Sony for some reason. And commonly run the false narratives against Sony. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you're a PC guy, why do you care what Sony does? We don't trust you to run our business, but go ahead and keep using this checkbook for 6 months.
Goddamn
Well, that's a
little
funny
squirrels. Dino squirrels.
I'm not saying it's not a funny picture. I just find it very convenient that a lot of the guys who claim to be PC Master Race and don't have a dog in the console war wail on one side way more than the other. It just is interesting to me.
Get the fuck
Just an
out of here.
observation, that's all. A lot of the
Well, I took
PC
them all
Master
out.
Race guys, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is. They really don't like Sony, and I don't get why. I want them to put games on PC day and date. I mean, I guess that's a somewhat valid
Look at that fucking
complaint.
head.
Maybe not valid. I understand.
Can he
that
oh
complaint.
shit,
You're
he
like,
can.
I spent all this money on my PC. Put your
Dodge.
games over here so I
Nice.
can play them. I don't want to buy what you probably view as an inferior piece of technology. I can understand that.
Beautiful
Again, I don't
stun.
understand why anybody would run
Good
with
shit.
this narrative that
Fuck
they
you.
voted out a guy.
Pussy ass dino.
I guess that'd be my question, Jake. Why
Get
do you think they
Ryu'd.
voted him out? What's the impetus? What's the causality? What did he
Yeah,
do?
let's go. We're catching up.
There's a handful of reasons
Get your
people
shit
throw
together.
out, and they're all equal in stupidity.
I can do it,
It's,
I'm Ryan.
He failed to block the merger.
Oh, sorry,
I'm not even
Vigilant.
going to
Gotta let her
dignify
snipe.
that. That's like again, that's like arguing with
Get
the
him,
flat
Krieger.
earther. The second reason that he got voted out was because he was
Got
pushing
those
too
feet
hard for live
beautiful.
service.
Got a
Well,
crit.
they just recently pushed in an earnings call that
Alright,
they
I'm
are
gonna leave you
continuing
alone,
that
Vigilant.
strategy.
Hold
They're
on.
not wavering from that.
This guy's
So
gonna
that can't
fuck both
possibly
of
be the
us.
reason. What reason would they vote him out? It can't be based on earnings. He's done exactly what you want to see from a CEO. Year over year, every year the man's been at the
He
helm.
get his belly?
They've seen an increase.
Getting some good
So
belly
what would
shots
the reason
here.
be to vote him out? Like, what in your mind is this impetus,
God damn
this
it.
causality? to
3
be like,
damage.
Yeah, Jim Ryan's got to go. Let's vote him out of here.
Let me shoot his face. He's not gonna like
I don't
that.
get it. I don't get the position at all. It seems so.
That was pretty good. Oh, they
intellectually
finished
bankrupt.
first?
It doesn't
How?
seem like a. It doesn't seem like a reasoned position. It's just like I don't like Sony. I think Jim Ryan's stupid, and there's no.
Damn,
he
they
was
make
probably
these
fired.
jumps
It's
like
what?
fucking.
The
Like I'm
logic
playing
seems more
goddamn. What was
based in
that?
a
Like Steam
dislike
indie
for
game
Sony
parkour.
or Jim Ryan than what a business would
You
actually
have to
do.
touch the very tip of the.
PC Day and Date would
the
force
edge.
games to release later. All
Get
you're
as
doing
close
is
as
delaying
possible,
when the
and then he
game comes
grasp
out.
it. Like the character
Yeah,
has
you
no
wouldn't
goddamn
actually get
reach.
the games any quicker.
Vigilant
that's a
switching?
well-made
What are you
point
getting?
from AOZ?
Mersam, let's fucking go. Got a glaive Mersam?
Come from Sony now
the
on
OG.
PC. I don't hate Sony, rather the opposite.
Let's go.
It has to be games as a service. They will say.
I
they're
think I
still
like the
focusing
freeze
on
Mersam
that.
better.
But
I
come
don't
on,
know though.
come on. You see it isn't working.
Nah, I don't like the
There's
freeze.
no sun
I
on
don't
the
know
rise.
though. I played
What
with him
evidence do
before.
you have that it's not working?
Okay, I'm not getting anything done here. There we go. Back up.
What evidence do you have?
Who the
that
fuck?
their-
That was
their
Nimbus?
investment
Thought you just
that
shot
they
a Kamehameha.
announced, by the way.
What was that?
This is always funny to me. They just announced this year
Birds?
the
Oh, take 'em
increase in
down.
investment in games as a service.
Wow,
And like
why did I
6 months
press that?
later, people are like, "Yeah, it's clearly not working." What evidence do you have that it's not
Shitty
working?
ass birds.
I don't understand. They just this year announced that they're gonna. Where are the games? Right.
I hate that
Jake,
you can't sprint
you-
sideways and
Do
backwards.
you pay any attention at all to games, gaming news, gaming development cycles? You're here with a red badge. You seem like somebody that would know more about this than you appear to. So this year they announce that they're going to invest more money in live service games, and 6 months later you're like, "Yo, where are the games? What do you mean? Where are the games?" They
My man's
just
got
announced that this is an
Dominator,
effort
let's
going
go.
forward. I don't understand. So you thought they were going to announce this in the earlier part of 2023, and what we were going to have like a mountain of games?
Nimbus,
now?
that shit is so nuts. Her spread shot is so
The
good.
fact that the games are taking
Where's the
long
birds
being
at?
canceled
Oh,
is a
my
positive
bad,
thing.
guys. I
Shows
got
they're not
these
just throwing out
fuckers.
trash. That's another angle I would
Fucking
take.
bitch, get the
I'd
fuck
much
outta
rather them
here,
have
though.
say Factions 2 isn't going to work. Put it on ice. I'd rather have them do that than push it out
T-Rex?
and have it be bad.
Bro.
And again, they
Get outta here.
just this year
Critical
indicated
headshot.
that bar graph that has everybody losing their minds because they don't understand how to read a bar graph. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, we're not going to get traditional PlayStation games anymore." Except
Oh,
for the
shit.
traditional section is higher than it's ever been.
I got you, Witch
And then
Doctor.
the games as a service section
got
is
you.
larger than it's
So
ever been.
brave.
It's a 50-50
So handsome.
split. They just announced that this year. So the
T-Rex?
games will likely not be hitting the
God damn
market
it.
for 2, 3, 4, and 5 years. Like, that's what I don't understand. Where's the evidence
Come here,
that it's
bitch.
not working? They just announced it. Now, yes, they said "Oh, we're gonna have
Beautiful.
12-something games by 2026.
You
and I was
pussy.
like, there's no freaking way. And they've recently readjusted that projection to be 6.
Oh, we're
Okay.
moving.
That makes more sense. It looks like we're getting 2 of them next
Yeah,
year.
we needed that skip.
We're going to get 2 of those 6 next year. One in Helldivers and the other in...
Do I have my high Zol
what's the other one?
compression
I forget the other one. I
module?
saw somebody tweeting about this. There's
I
2
got
next
dive
year.
dodge. Yeah, I need
No,
that.
not somebody tweeting about it. It was Shinobi. Shinobi confirmed on Reset Era, I think, that there's 2 live service games next year. So Sony can say wait until. You say you're not an Xbox guy, but again, you're passively taking up defending Xbox. Why would you care about wait until? That's something that commonly gets thrown at Xbox. What do you mean
Holy
they can't say
shit, there's
wait
so many
until?
fucking birds.
You're not again. Oh, Concord. Yeah, Concord and Helldivers 2 are apparently 2 live service games next year for PlayStation that are on target. From what we've heard.
They're picking up
Okay.
rocks. See, that's kind of cool. They should add that when the
Concord
game started. I don't think I'll
Right.
ever remember them throwing rocks at us. They just did a little
I'm
annoying
not
attacks.
saying that they're allowed to say wait until, Jake. I'm saying when a company says we're going
Or
to
if they did do it
invest
before, they
in
rarely
live
did it.
service games, and they
Alright, so
say
this is our
that
target.
in 2022
Fucking
and
Dominator,
2023,
piece of shit.
I don't expect to see those games.
What a
for couple of
loser. Get
years.
outta
I
here.
think that's reasonable. I think your position is unreasonable.
You're dead,
Because
bitch.
you think they're going to announce it last
Oop,
year.
not gonna
they
get me.
officially
I'm
put
out.
it on the books
I'm out.
in a
I'm out.
webcast
I'm out.
with the investment charts this year. And you're like, where are the games?
Where are they? Okay, I'm not helping anymore.
I think your position's unreasonable. I think you know that
Beautiful.
it's unreasonable.
And I got him.
What company says, we're going to make this thing, we're going to invest in this thing? You're like, sweet.
Come on, bitch.
And like 15 months later, you're like, hey, where are all the games? Like, if Xbox walked out and said, we're going to start heavily focusing on our existing IPs going forward, we're going to revisit
Damn,
a lot
this
of our
guy's
existing
tough.
IPs, I wouldn't ask about them 15 months later. I'd be like, well, that's going to take a while. That sounds like a new thing that they're doing. They're reallocating funds. They're shifting money around in the budget.
Good
That's gonna
shit.
Take a while. that's been spanned in here for Xbox. Why can't we use it for Sony? So they're investing. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we wait until 2025 or 2026.
Fuck those dinos. Like the Kool-Aid Man does.
It's like you're not listening. I feel like you're not listening to me.
Kool-Aid Man loves the fuck dinosaurs.
So genuinely, you this is your position. I want you to state this. I love pushing back on people on
Your
Twitter
blood
and
disappeared.
making them defend Modern Warfare 3.
Auto clean.
I like watching people defend bad positions. I think it's good because maybe you'll start to feel the weaknesses in the position. So you genuinely believe that webcast this year with the chart that showed 50%
Nimbus, of course.
games as a service, 50% traditional. You genuinely thought you would see a bunch of those games this year. That's your position. And the fact that you haven't seen those games is proof that it's not working. I want you to say that because it sounds absurd. That's your basis for Jim Ryan getting fired, by the way. That in a matter of months,
I'm gonna get way more kills with Nimbus. I'll just play with her.
Investment in the live service. Months later, you don't see any of the games, and you're like, "It's clearly not working." Jim Ryan was fired. What? It doesn't make any sense to me. The timing feels extremely backwards. Colin M. touched on this a while back. He said Xbox needs to invest in its IPs, but they'd rather buy them than invest into them. And that's because of the Xbox has no real identity or culture. I mean, I don't want to make this about Xbox. In my estimation, the live service push from PlayStation is untested right now. We have no idea if it's going to work or not. We have no idea. I said it's risky. I said when they said 12 by 2026, I said I bet you about half of those don't even make it. They either get canceled or delayed. That turned out to be true. I actually predicted 4. I said by 2026, I bet you we get 4. We're getting 2 next year. I wouldn't be surprised if we get 2 or 3 the following year. 4 or 5 before 2026 arrives. And it's risky. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me at all if a lot of those live service games fail. Wouldn't shock me in the least. One of the reasons I think they're investing so much in it is they know fail rate is of a higher probability. Like, they know they can push a new God of War. They can push a new Ghost of Tsushima. They can push a lot of this property, and they know it's going to sell well. Like, they knew Spider-Man 2 was going to be crazy, right? Super commercially successful. They have a lot of confidence, I think, in that approach. But I think they probably know, man, a lot of these live service games, they probably won't make it. I'm not sitting here saying I'm pro live service. I think live service is the natural evolution of how we play games and how big the studios are, how big the games are. I think live service is a natural stage of evolution of game development. So, I'm not pro or against live service. I'm pro good practices and against bad practices. So, if they can launch a really good and well-structured live service game in Helldivers 2, for example.
Man, Helldivers 2 looks so fun.
I'm all for that. That's not me being pro live service. That's just me saying, listen, I think live service is the natural culmination.
I really hope that game works out.
Realities in the gaming market. So what we should do is support
you boys,
good
mama,
practices
sexy
and
exos.
be against bad practices.
Two
Just like
Zephyrs,
with microtransactions
alpha,
in
regular,
games, I don't think
3
it
soul,
is
1 support, 1
completely
tank.
avoidable.
We're good.
I do think there are games that avoid it, but I think a lot of games can't avoid it. They've got to find ways to subsidize and monetize their projects. In light of all of that, I find it completely ludicrous to think that number one, the game as a service. I didn't turn the timer on today. I think it's ludicrous to think that the game as a service push from Sony, number one, to think that it's failed in such a small amount of time. It's been so short. A lot of the projects haven't even hit the public yet.
In a foreign
so how
land.
do you know that it's failed? You know? How? Secondly, number one, I think that's the most faulty premise of all, is that, the live service push has failed. That premise is so faulty and defunct. It hasn't even been put into practice yet. All we know is that Bungie just now started their job. If you go look at the webcast about this, there was a period of onboarding where they weren't doing anything. They were being brought on, establishing the standards and the processes, and now they're going to start overlooking the projects. That's just started now, since the acquisition. Or we could call it a merger, okay? So I think premise starting position is completely destroyed. I don't think there's any reason to think it's failed. That doesn't mean that it won't fail. Currently, we can't say that it's failed. It hasn't even really started. If that's the premise for then thinking, speculating, or imagining that Jim Ryan was voted out, I think the position is virtually dead at that point. In addition to all of the other, I think, ludicrous natures of the idea that this man was voted out, is still staying on, and is signing deals with companies. Like, there's no fiduciary failing in Jim Ryan. So if that's not the reason to vote him out, you got to come up with another reason. And as I said, he failed to block the merger. That's flat earther energy. And then secondly, the live service push. That's so much smoke, no fire. We've got a couple of people saying that, like, some of the companies weren't comfortable with it. That's probably true. That doesn't mean you vote out your CEO. Because companies that are more traditionally accustomed to single-player games are like, yeah, we're not really digging this game as a service thing. I actually think that's healthy, and they should push back. Because if they don't think they can do it, they need to communicate that. Because if not, we're going to get a bunch of red balls. Because Arcane didn't communicate that loud enough to ZeniMax. And they should have. If they did communicate it loud enough, and ZeniMax pushed forward, then that's on ZeniMax. But, that is healthy. If they cast this vision for, we want a bunch of our property to straddle both realities. We want a new Aloy adventure single player Horizon 3, but we also want a Horizon multiplayer game. If Guerrilla doesn't push back on that and say, we're not comfortable with this, we don't know if we can do this, they need to say that, because then they could be properly equipped with either outsourcing, expertise from Bungie, subcontracting, something. Because if you don't do that, you're just going to end up with a bunch of red balls. So, it doesn't shock me that there was, insiders saying, well, these studios aren't really comfortable with live service. I would hope they would say that.
What the fuck was that Kamehameha?
That's why I wasn't surprised when Factions
2 he's running.
got put on ice. That's not Naughty Dog's area of expertise. Live service games, there really aren't even that many companies you could say that they're an expert on live service. A bunch of people have tried it.
Guys, don't forget about me.
Tried it. Not a lot of people can say they're an expert in that field.
All right, get back the fuck up.
Does that make sense? I want to play as a Thunderjaw. It actually would be really fun to play as the robots, as the creatures.
Of course.
That actually would be really
fucking sucker punch from behind.
I remember loving.
That bitch jumped at me too.
I remember loving beast mode.
You fucking idiots! You forgot about your medic.
Boom.
I'm not healing you again. Fuck you.
It was so fun. Skyfire. That was so fun, dude. I played
fucking
that
just
for
chasing
hours
after the dino like a dog after a car. What is it?
If there is a game that if there's a mode that I would love to see in the next years, is that.
Here you go. The magical Nimbus clearing the area for you. There you go, boys.
About it.
She has the best attack in the game.
Fresh and
that
fun.
Shit is so fucking good, man.
Thumbnail just sent me to
go. Oh shit! Threw his ass on me. Thank you, Vigilant. You're so sweet.
Oh, did I put it in downloads? What kind of a file is this thumbnail?
Fuck me. Right in my asshole. My little Nimbus hole.
Okay, let me open this again. And let me save this again.
Thank you, Roblox. You're such a giga chad.
Oh, I see it. It's blending in. I see it. It's blending in.
Are you
with
fucking
kidding? I already have.
Bruh.
It's just similar enough that I was looking right past it. I got it.
I'm just trying to heal my brodies. Roblox getting thrown around. Thank you,
Oh, yeah,
Zephyr.
change the title.
Please, you spawn with the healing guns. Wow, I heal when it's fucking... Well, he's already dead, basically. That was fucking horrible.
Thunderjaw, you mean MJ?
Enemy team is already all the way
Oh,
down
that's
there. What the
me.
fuck? We're gonna lose.
That's me.
God damn it.
Bro. You call her by her Christian name, dude. That's Mary
All
Jane
right.
Wick. Mary Jane Wick, bruh.
Whatever, Leviathan. Fuck you.
Just remember, Josh Allen's a Viking fan, not a Bills fan. What? Okay. I got a premiere for you guys that'll we'll go live with this shortly. Dude, they changed
Roblox,
so
what the
much.
fuck are you doing, man? Bro's just in there punching. Use your fucking shield, you fucking dipshit.
They changed so much with YouTube on the back end. Like, it all looks like really nice and pretty now. But my dark mode thing in Chrome is causing me so many problems now. Like, I can't see anything. I keep having to disable it. It's like I can't tell if like boxes are checked or bubbles are checked. It's friggin' terrible, dude. All right, we're gonna go in 7
Blasted right
minutes.
in
You
his
guys
face.
have 7 minutes if you want to try to hit 50 members. We need 10 more members. 10 more members to hit 50. I'll owe you 10. I will do those members in the premiere. I give you guys the maximum amount of time to hit those goals. We're basically at 2,000 members. If we hit 50 and I do my 10, we'll basically be right at 2,000. We're trying to hit 2,500 for a community game night, and then 3,000 will be beyond.
Oh boy,
Plug in this little boy.
Triceratops.
Yeah, they just recently did an update to it, and it ruined all my stuff.
Are you fucking... Okay, thank God. Holy shit.
It ruined all my stuff. Like, YouTube looks wrong.
stupid
My
ass.
Word document that I use for
Oh, shit.
my monologues is wrong. Like, what in the world is going on?
Roblox? We need you. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, YouTube has dark mode native. I just need it to be turned on for a couple of sites, and it doesn't really work that way. All right, in 6 minutes, we're gonna go to this premiere. It's about Death Stranding 2's release date. We have conflicting information, and so I weigh in on it, and I give my thoughts on what's going on, and also, you know. I
Sorry
also
guys,
give my
hard to keep
thoughts,
track of you.
and my preference.
So many of you
what I
flying
hope
all
they
over.
do, because marketing and release dates are a hot topic lately. The first issue
Get rid of
reviews
these little
have grown.
fuckers. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
don't have any issues with it. Are you giving us a Portal on the Go review?
For
I think I
birds?
need to do one. I probably should have done that last night, but we landed on
getting
on
back
this.
up
I
there.
probably should have done one today because it's we like to do the live stream and the upload somewhat in the same hemisphere. So like today was a bit of a PlayStation day, Last of Us and Death
Birds.
Stranding, similar hemispheres. We need 26 more likes for 300. Let's try to hit that before we leave. We got 5 minutes if you guys want to scramble. Do a bunch of single members. Let's get these final 10, and then I'll owe you 10. Now is a great time to do it. It typically goes to the more loyal folks that have stayed with the show throughout. A lot of the times right here at the end when we start talking about the premiere,
Alright, we finished.
people start leaving, and that's why it's a great time to start getting.
Oh, shit.
Will Hilly be drunk on Friday? I don't know about that. I'm sure we'll be drinking. We'll be drinking and having some laughs. We're not trying to get sloshed. Like, we try to have some, we try to have some drinks and some chuckles. Day was good. We got the juices flowing after a week off. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm always a little bit torn,
Sexy
Capono.
ass
He's like,
Nimbus.
you know, I wonder if Lono enjoyed the break
Let's
from YouTube,
go.
was ready to get back to it. I'm always a little bit torn because I enjoy the work and I enjoy the conversations. I don't like how everything gets drug into, you know, bad faith tribalism. I feel like we avoided that today. Jake says, I feel like I got yelled my dad yelled at me today. I don't like this. Oh, come on. Even our back and forth, I feel like, was very tame. I was just trying to understand your position. I'm like, I don't know why in the frick people think this. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get why people think he was fired. I don't see it. I don't see the angle.
98,
I'm trying to take
663.
up more of a, okay,
Couple more
we can
games.
disagree,
We got this.
But I want to be more like, okay, well, just explain your position to me. And then once you did, I feel like I just attempted to dismantle it. And I'm attempting to disagree without being disagreeable, which is really difficult because a lot of the times people come in and, you know, they're arguing
I think they
from
made
bad
the
faith, or they're taking a swipe.
little items
or
bigger.
They're on a brand new account trying to bait me so they
Maybe
can
it's
get
just been a
clip.
while.
Like,
Skeleton.
it's really hard not
Hadouken.
to react to that instead of just have a discussion. In general, it's difficult when the terms are set before I start talking sometimes. I feel like sometimes people set the table and it's already a mess and I'm trying to, like, you know, be charitable.
Damn, give us a
and
Dino
be
Rain
kind to
mission.
somebody
I mean, every
who
mission's
isn't
kind of
being
like a
charitable
Dino
and
Rain,
isn't
but
being kind. And so it ends up backfiring. Now, the reason it was easy with Jake is Jake's been around a long time, and I knew Jake wasn't
we haven't had one of those epic, like,
trying to, like, be a jerk
epic
or
Dino
anything.
Rain
He just saw
missions.
things differently. You know? All right, guys, 2 minutes, and we're going to go to this premiere. I'm going to spam a link in chat. Listen, let's at least hit 300 likes. We only need 20 more. I guarantee you there's 400 people here. I guarantee you there's 20 folks who haven't hit like. If y'all have been lurking and enjoying the show, take a second and do that. Minimize the chat. Smash that like button. In 60 seconds, I'm going to spam a link in chat. You can use that link to go to the premiere, or you can try to ride the redirect. If redirect doesn't work and it takes you to the wrong video, it will be the featured video on this channel, okay? And then we will go to a members only debrief. So if you guys want to try to slam home these 10 members in the premiere, I'll honor it. I'll gift the members that I owe you, and then we'll have more people to take to the debrief. And then we end the day with the writer's room. All right? All right, click the link in.
All right. Get this stupid fucking Brit Bong shit out of my goddamn face. Helpful chart on co-money. Yep, there sure is a lot of it. Man, it really makes me wish that Soros was as good and active at funding left-leaning organizations as people claim that he was. That'd be pretty cool. They fab discourse? Oh my god, you people get mad over the stupidest shit. If you're using they fab descriptively in, like, I don't know, a condescending or snarky way, like a they, them, a fab person, I guess it's just descriptive, but most of the time people use it as a kind of smear. Like, oh, you say you're they, them, but, like, you're so feminine that it's not even, like, you're just, like, LARPing as they, them, they fab, whatever. I don't know. It seems like it's a term that exists pretty much entirely to upset people. There are a lot of trans terms that exist that fit under that category, but the difference is that a lot of those have been more or less reclaimed purely for the purpose of comedy. Like, for instance, when people say, like, on, or, I don't know, like,
Shake
fucking,
my ass.
Girl twink or what.
And
There are a
the
lot
one
of
who do-
terms that
Krieger
are
wants
also
it?
kind of, like, dumb
There
and
you go,
offensive,
daddy.
but they're stupid and funny enough that people have reincorporated them in a way that doesn't seem to just upset people. The thing is, the they fab thing isn't really funny. I guess there's not really, like, a joke there. Like, So a trans
Krieger,
woman
make
looking
me
in the
feel
mirror and
safe.
seeing that her jawbone is 1/18 of a millimeter wider than she'd like it to be, then sighing deeply and going, "Oh my God, I'm so gigahun max pilled" or whatever. Like, there's comedy that can be pulled from that, but the they-fab thing doesn't seem to have any comedic underlying. Like, there doesn't seem to be anything in there that you can make a joke out of, like with comedic hyperbole or whatever. It just seems like a term you kind of use to dunk on like feminine, non-binary people. I don't know.
So easy. Nimbus like mows the lawn with that move.
When has that ever happened?
Oh, these little fuckers, I got them. Little dookies. Oh, what the fuck is this? Gas? He's farting.
What is this again?
The
Chrono West
Chipotle
returns
dinosaur.
donation from Harlan
I got
Crow.
you, man.
Man, considering the fact that Chrono West is only doing this because he wants money to pay off his debts, that's pretty
Oh, they're coming here.
good of him.
Cretaceous
He is a
Eradicator?
staunch anti-Trump
Oh,
Republican
shit,
who
I
has
got
never
it.
forget collections of
ExoPrimal,
pirates,
fuck
Democrats,
yeah.
Washington,
I didn't even get
Jefferson.
100,000 kills. Did I?
Does this disqualify him from contributing to my campaign? Most
Maybe some
people
kills I
probably
got
yes.
didn't
I
count.
say no. Still, he said
Fuck
he has
yeah.
decided to return
Got my
to
goddamn platinum. Thought I would need to get 1,500 more
Despite my
kills.
deep political differences with
I
Colonel
don't.
Harlan Crow, who's
Maybe
an
I did. I
anti-Trump
killed so many of the
Republican.
little
Bro,
dinos.
Harlan Crow is not an anti-Trump Republican because he has some kind of moral objection to fascism. Harlan Crow is an anti-Trump Republican because he's a
gonna kill
weirdo,
this fucking
stodgy,
asshole up here.
megalomaniac narcissist
I'm not strong
who
enough.
doesn't want to be the only big boy with the big pants in a room and doesn't like
Oh
the
shit,
lack
I
of civility
accidentally...
and decorum.
Hold on, take
Like,
some heals.
this is a guy who gets upset with Trump,
Bye.
not for going to the drinking the blood of children party, but for not holding his pinky up when he does so. Yeah, Crow has bribed Clarence Thomas. He is directly associated with the rot at the heart of the far right's effort to take hold of this country. He had Hitler memorabilia. Like dude,
But
rich
fuck
people
'em up.
love to do this.
Good
Rich
shit.
people love to be like, I am a titan of history. I am a great man that strides this earth. So it is only natural that I decorate my home.
Prepare
with
for
the
a strategic
memorabilia of other
pivot.
great men.
Please give me a
I am
Raptor Rain
like Genghis
mission.
Khan.
I just got my
am like
platinum. That would
Napoleon.
actually
I
make my
am
day.
like FDR. I am
Not
like,
make my day, but it would
fucking
make me
Hitler or
slightly
whatever.
happier with
yeah,
this game.
there's a reason why typically when
Temporarily.
you see people like this in movies, they're
There's still no
Bond
fucking
villains.
content.
And it's because it's like a
This guy
stereotype
again
of
for the fucking
what would a megalomaniac
69th
do? Like,
time.
what would a megalomaniac decorate their house with? Well, obviously paintings of Napoleon because they think they're Napoleon. That's
I can
this
heal
guy.
so many of
Why
you
is
now.
this guy donating to fucking Cornell West?
Yes,
I
Nimbus.
don't
Let's
know.
spit roast
He's
him with
probably a
heals.
lunatic. They're both lunatics. I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe so, Footnote. But yeah, I agree. It's basically, it's kind of like saying trender or whatever, DM, I think. I'm okay
Come on,
with
throw your
like
Hadoukens.
funny trans community terminology that's transphobic as long as it's funny. My rule for bigotry
Give me your
has always
Hadoukens.
been
Give me
if
your
there's
spirit
comedy
balls.
present there, there's like room to work, right? It's like, if you're gonna say some offensive shit, you'd better damn well fucking make sure that it's funny, because if it's not, then you're only doing it for the bigotry. I just don't see any comedic weight in trend.
Oh, this match is perfect. I'm gonna get so many
I
kills.
don't. Maybe there's like a joke
Even though I
that
don't
can be
need the
made there,
achievement
but I
anymore.
don't think the terms just have that much comedic potential.
Let it rain. Let it rain. Holy shit. Oh, what the fuck? Fucking
The first time I
snipers
saw
always
APAB
have to
used, it
ruin the
was to
fun.
drag APAB and
God
MBs
damn
in
it.
Straight relationships. Yeah, it gets used.
Thank
in
you,
that capacity
Krieger.
pretty often, I'd say.
What a Chad. Get the fuck out of here, pussies. Alright, get this healing.
Don't you think it's really bad just for the fact that it refers to them by their assigned gender of birth? Yeah, that's like pretty, I don't know, crispy. I don't think it's innately
Oh, there we
morally
go.
wrong to use that terminology. You just gotta understand that it's not really like
Thank you, bot.
referring to a trans woman as AMAB is not in and of itself bigoted. There might be some reasons why it might be necessary, but it is kind of like holding up a photo of them shitting their pants at 2 years old. Like, it happened and it's there, but there's no real reason to remind them of that unless you have a really good point to make. If you just go up to somebody and then for no reason you're like, yeah, here's a photo I got from your dad. It's of you shitting your diapers when you were 2. Look at what a mess you made. Like, the problem with that
Ooh,
isn't
I
that
love
it's
this one.
untrue. The problem with that is that it was unnecessary. Unless you had a good reason to do it. Like, maybe you're currently shitting your pants and you're reminding them.
Alright, we gotta go up slowly together. Anybody with shield? Okay, you guys are just going up. Alright, I'm coming. Healing. Oh shit, oh shit. Nah, I want some kills. I'm going back down there with Roos. Bass. I'm coming, Bass. Oh fuck, I'm coming. There you go. Back up. Oh, you fucking asshole. What a bitch. Thank you, Krieger. Such a Chad. Let's go. Oh, I'm fucking dead. You're getting out of here, Krieger. Krieger, are you pushing me? Dials. Thank you, thank you. I got you, bros, you and me. Let me get bro down there. Arbass. Oh shit, they're all jumping them all. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna heal all you guys. Let's go. Krieger. Chad. Stay with the Chad Krieger. He has big shield. Nope, I got you. Hold on. Clear this out. Here you go. Hey, you motherfucker! Alright. Oh, fuck me. Oh, thanks. Fuck boys. I got you, Deadeye. Hold on. Heal some of you. Alright, I can't. Oh, fuck the bot. There you go, roadblock. Krieger, I'm coming with you. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, the bot sends out the hologram. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit, I'm up here. Let's go. Shoot all the dinos in the audience. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus. Nimbus is so good. It's like cutting grass. Yeah, I don't know what I'll come back to heal all you guys. Have no fear. Nimbus is here. There we go. Come back and fight, my boys. Mommy needs you. Yeah, none of you getting out of this fight. Take this health. All green, look at that. Oh shit. Alright. Everyone stay together in a huge huddle. Just come at him. I got you. Like a human centipede. Oh shit. Back up! Get this health. Oh boy. Oh boy. Krieger. There we go. Ooh, Krieger 1v1ing. Let's go. I got you. Give you that health. Holy shit. Woo! Oh, that's the first guy they killed. There you go. I got you. The fucking ankylosaur. Just slam his thing. Forgot what he does with it. He's calling a fucking airstrike. What the fuck? Man, I want to play with that dino as a dominator. I think they only have like 2. I want to play with this lava guy. Or if they let you like control a swarm of dinos, that would be fucking awesome. Instead of just one big one. You like coordinate them. Alright, I got my achievement. I'm fucking out. ExoPrimal. Out. Ugh. Holy shit. Fuck yeah. Combos, and I got the MVP. Let's go. Suck my fucking dick. Survival pass, what do we get? A sticker? Literally nothing. Okay. Alright. Dragon's Dogma 2 is available for pre-order. What? No fucking way. Did I miss something? Release date? Oh, I didn't kill 100,000 dinos. It miscounted. I was real close though. I got like almost 1,000 in that game. Probably just one more game and I'll get it. Ain't no difference. Whatever. Let me look at my... Uninstall this shit. Get the fuck off my PS5. What a waste of 60 FPS. Not really a waste. Performance is pretty good. Had a lot of dinos. But to be fair, there was like nothing else. Except us and the dinos. Not much to render. What was that on sale? The pre-order. Dragon's Dogma 2. Where is that? Pre-orders. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Man. I really want to see some fucking melee combat. Some nice third-person Navi stealth. Released December 7th. Wasn't it December 5th? Or December 1st? Or is that the Ultimate Edition? To get early access. This is early access, right? Become a Navi. Become a Navi. Like, come on, Navi. Come on, me, Navi. Frontiers of Pandora. Yeah, December 7th. You cannot pay for early access. Suicide Squad Digital Deluxe. Yeah, fuck yeah. God. Let's go to the boring standard broke boy version. Harley Quinn. She's sexy. And, but that won't keep this game together. This lady again. They fucking put her in every video game now. Gotta stop spending money on her. She's probably charging you guys up the ass. That could have been some good development money, but fuck it. Helldivers 2. Oh. I got the $60 and the $40. $40 and the $60 version. DP53 Savior of the Free Armor Set. Will of the People Cape. MP98 Night Weapon Super Citizen Status. Stratagem Hero Ship Game. Steeled Veterans Premium War Bond. I might get that. But I want to see some more gameplay, man. It was like I want to see raw gameplay. I don't want to see that scripted director stuff. Look here, as the team, goes through and destroys these aliens, completely fucks them to death. That is so cool, and you will be able to do this too once the game releases. Where's the pre-order? Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2, it's $70 too. It's gonna be some next-gen shit. Release March. Oh, shit, they got a release date. Oh, this game looks so good. Did I miss some gameplay or something? Dragon's Dogma 2 Overview Showcase. Oh, shit. Hold up. Dragon's Dogma 2 is no joke. Is he watching the showcase too? Oh, wait, hold on. 40 minutes. Oh, they just have you fucking waiting the whole goddamn time. Showing some mobile games. Oh, there we go. So it's about 15 minutes. 13 minutes. Yeah. Wait, I need that HD quality. What the fuck is this? Why does this shit look like this? fuck is this quality game spot? What's going on here? Let's check IGN. They always have good quality. Oh, what the fuck is this quality?
Hello everyone, I'm Hideaki Itsuno, the director of Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm the producer, Yoshiaki Hirabayashi.
What up, man?
Dragon's Dogma 2 is a narrative-driven action RPG set in an immersive fantasy world designed to place player choice at the heart of the gameplay experience. Today, we'll present you with the latest news on Dragon's Dogma 2. First, check this out.
I can't remember if I played the first
At
one.
last! The bell has tolled.
Bro, what is this video quality? It's horrible. Got fucking Minecraft pixels on my screen. Is anybody else saying anything about the video quality? Looks like a major hit. Showcase starts. Nobody's saying anything about the video quality. Whatever. My fucking computer sucks.
On the age of the console.
It's a little nicer cutscenes.
The return of the Sovereign.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
Oh, holy, what, the arrow guy was doing some acrobatics.
Well,
Man, at ranged, fucking arrow characters to playing games are so boring.
come, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
Oh, you just kicked him in the back of his neck.
Learn all you can of this world you must
Ranger
protect.
doing drop kicks out here? That's cool.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon.
He's slashing his head.
From this moment forth, thou art arisen. Charge and do.
What the fuck is that? An Oswald? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here's my chance.
If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here?
When 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place. Word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found.
Pitiable arisen. Why dost thou fight?
What the fuck was that? Man, this video quality is so fucking bad. He did some kind of launch uppercut.
Dost thou fight?
Oh, he went under. Wait, he went under his leg and dodged the attack into like.
Why dost thou fight?
Yeah, he went under his legs and just stabbed him in the back. Wait, hold up. He did a lot.
Why dost thou fight?
Okay, yeah.
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Oh, what the fuck was that? That was teleporting around.
Show me the path thou wouldst walk.
Nice big enemies. Fuck yeah.
If ye intend to do what I could not, and fell the dragon true, I would gladly pass all the wisdom I possess into your hands.
Gameplay?
How was that? We're excited to finally be able to reveal the release date for Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah.
First, let's go over what you just saw. Emerging suddenly from the sea, we meet the giant Talos, who appears for the first time in this game, and who you will have to figure out how to stop.
Oh,
We've prepared some additional gameplay footage of Talos, so take a look.
Hey, I'll take it. Get him in the booty hole. Stab him right out there. Oh, he's got a metal skirt dick plate on.
What could possibly impel a being of such size to
Jump on
function?
him. Twist his nipples.
I cannot but fear 'twill bring ruin wherever it treads.
We shall halt it together.
Okay, get in there, yeah. Oh, he's taking a bird on him. Let's go.
Let us do whatever we can to slow it down.
Man, this looks so fun.
Might be futile, but it's
Stab
better
in the
than
eye,
watching
get
on in
that
despair.
shit. Ooh,
A puppet
gushing.
with a penchant for destruction is a nuisance nobody asked for. Let
Big
us be
stone
rid of
monster.
it.
Stab in his
Indeed.
other eye. Fuck him.
And where is it bound, I wonder?
Left unhindered, it will trample the world entire. But not
Excuse
on
me.
all.
Ouch. Fuck.
Let us attack with the full sum of our strength. We must try to delay its course
Yeah,
by
Ranger.
any means.
Can't really do much there. Come on, Ranger.
As
Do
you can
something.
see, you'll be able to
that
enjoy
it?
a variety of combat experiences
Rangers
depending
always
on
kinda
how you
suck.
choose to tackle each situation. Keep your eyes peeled for more on Talos and its role.
Ranger could probably hop on him, stab him with a dagger too. Fuck it.
Dragon's Dogma is a tale of the Arisen, whose heart
Story?
is
I
taken.
don't give a goddamn about the story.
The king cuts towards caught between more, so check it out.
Quests, yeah.
In addition to the main quest line, you can talk to the inhabitants of this world to receive various quests and deepen your relationship with them.
We could have relationships?
For instance, let's look at this quest where you need to befriend some elven siblings.
Okay. This video quality is so fucking bad, man. I'm gonna try to find somewhere else after this.
Forgive me. You do not speak our tongue, do you? From this moment forth, so long as you remain by my side, I shall interpret for you.
Nemwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur caril. Martir fa nun fionor. Minas vena eralote.
My friend, if e'er I have had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue.
Master, watch out!
This battle is ours.
'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in its fist. But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention.
This is as much as I can show you for today. Hopefully, you'll find the rest of the quest on your own. And while the Arisen doesn't understand the language, travel will make enjoyable to them more. These specializations that pawns can acquire will make each of them more unique. And hopefully, more enjoyable to journey with.
I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Character
It's
creator.
not only the pawn's personality that reflects the player. Just like in the first game, the player can freely create the Arisen and the main pawn. However, we've used photogrammetry technology to increase photorealism, while adding a way to simplify the process of creating characters. Selecting images that resemble the kind of look you have in mind provides a more intuitive way to create your ideal character. selecting images that resemble the kind of look you have in mind.
New vocations?
Now, I want to introduce the Trickster, a new vocation that's sure to bring something unique to your gameplay experience. Exclusive to the Arisen, the Trickster is a vocation that wields the censer and uses the smoke it produces to conjure illusions.
That's cool.
By confusing the enemy into
Please
fighting
push them
themselves
back.
through illusions, or increasing the power of pawns beyond the normal parameters for a limited period of time, this vocation focuses on support and use of unique strategies.
Yeah, that's
the
good
Trickster is a
support.
devious vocation that takes advantage of the enemy's enhanced behavior AI. It's a great fit for players who prefer to step back from the action and manipulate the battle from the sidelines.
Okay.
Next, we have a few additional details to share. Pre-orders for Dragon's Dogma 2 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam start today. In addition to the Standard Edition, a Deluxe Edition will also be available. The Deluxe Edition includes additional items such as a special camping kit, along with other items that will help you prepare for your journey. Pre-orders of the Standard Edition will include bonus weapons.
What are those 1500 Rift Crystals? Microtransactions? No!
Each of the 4 vocations available give you access to the game. I hope you'll consider access to additional accessories that can be equipped in-game. The development team is currently making final adjustments to Dragon's Dogma 2. We're all doing our best and hope you can wait a little longer until the release of the game. Before we go, let us show you some footage of the monsters we couldn't cover today. The Drake and the Doulahan, along with the Warrior and Sorcerer vocations, which were also in the first game.
Oh shit, I forgot.